Hey guys, welcome back to another day of Persona 5 streaming. I got a sweet tip last time to check out one of these stores for TV. So I'm sick of not having a TV and being a broke bitch. So we're gonna buy a TV.
What would you like?
Boom. It's actually pretty cheap. I feel like this is as much as my plant food was. Probably not be that much, but let's get one. Yarn clasp. I like how just a piece of silk yarn costs as much as the TV, almost. Thank you. Don't know anyone that would buy such an outdated TV. Since you got it off my hands, I'll throw in a DVD player and a tuner for you. Fuck yeah. Does LeBlanc work as your delivery address? He's giving us a DVD player and a tuner. Maybe this turned out to be quite the bargain. Yeah, actually, I kind of did assume this game would actually make you go out of the way to get a tuner. Or not a tuner, a DVD player. No VHS? Boo. I haven't really explored too many of these places. So it's evening. What about this store? Supermarket. Can't go in there. Okay. See how it is. What is there to do right now? It's Tuesday, so there's probably something to do. There's always something to do. It's just about managing time, which we know we're not very good at, guys. So I think that may just be it. Nope. We're not going this way. Oh, gossip. What's this way? What's happening here? What the hell's this? Take it easy on the alcohol. Oh, it's just a drunk guy. You should go home before you're targeted for extortion. It's fine. I get stronger the more I drink. Let him try and find me. I'll destroy him. Alright. Bro, you're not destroying anything. What's this? There's a bar? I guess we can't really go anywhere outside the city yet. Do you think that Morgana do you think he gets sick just being in this bag while I run around town like this? Alright, we'll see. But thanks for joining me. Lockpicks? Okay. Yeah, I want to make them. I want to make a disgusting amount of lockpicks, actually. It's kind of offensive that I don't have any. Just one? You can still make more? Yeah, keep going. Keep making them. Okay. That's what silk is for. Bill, I just bought a TV. I don't know if you know, but I'm a really fancy man. Wait, I didn't even check if the TV was in the room. I think proficiency helps with crafting more. Yeah, I keep saying, oh, I need to get this up. I need to get that up. Okay. I am I am low on every stat.
What are your thoughts?
I don't know how many I should make. Yeah. Have I ever seen more than... What? Hey, okay, that's good. Alright. So every few lockpicks. Go to bed! No! I know that was going to be part of the deal. You make 3 and then it's just done. Okay, I guess the limit until my proficiency up is 3. But you know what? 3 lockpicks should probably get me through a palace. Or at least most of the items. Hey guys, playing a PSP?
Sorry.
Never had a PSP. Always wanted one, but didn't seem like there was all that many games on it. Employee posts nude chef selfie. While Duckburger claims to have fired the employee in question, those close to the man voice their surprise, vouching for his seriousness at work. Is Shibuya unsafe? Crime rising. The police are issuing warnings for people to be wary of scams. Hotspots of Tokyo. Tickets to the Madarame exhibit are available until June 5th. We've been doing all these little side things that I keep forgetting that we're waiting for that date to come because we already wrapped up. It feels so good when you wrap up a palace early. Get to just chill. Listen to some jams, not stress about anything. Palaces are really stressful for me. I kind of suck at them. But even if I didn't suck, you got that time crunch. Even if you think you can knock it out in a few days. The pollen's bad today. It's probably affecting Mementos.
Hey.
What does that mean? Does that mean we can't do Mementos when it's polleny out? Shouldn't you tell the others about what Mishima told you? Yeah, I can do that. Wednesday. Wednesday's good because Wednesday we could do trivia at LeBlanc's. That's all I know. It's a good day. What about you? I talked to this reporter. She's just a newspaper person, but for the high school. But I talk with her every time in hopes that something will come of it. And I don't think it does. I think it makes enemies sleep more often or something. Does it really? Strengthening my heart. Go on. Hey, come up with a method to strengthen my heart, but it's kind of hard to do by myself. Will you train with me? I like how I'm standing right in front of Ryuji, and on text me I'm like, ooh, kind of awkward, bro. I actually, I gotta go hang out with someone else. Thanks. I'll be in Inokashira Park. It's really big. Okay, let's meet up in Shibuya and head over together. Ooh, damn, a new place. I always get excited, but I don't think I can really just walk there, can I? It seems like a destination trip. Full of rich nature, this park is the pride of Kichijoji, a natural respite. Get away from the stress of city life. Couples often ride boats in the pond. Ooh, is that what we're gonna do? All right. Probably not. You can also invite people. Yeah, let's just go. See you later, dude. This is kind of a little romantic getaway. Man, big open places like this are great. I think the training is going to be super good today. Super good. English, hard. So remember how I said before that I want to strengthen my heart? Well, I came up with a way to do it. You're amazing. Oh my god. So amazing. I got this. I think having a strong heart means you don't let anything get under your skin. Basically, I want you to say stuff to me, and I'll try not to get fazed by it. This is On wants a roast right now. Welcome to the roast of On. What kind of stuff? You want me to call you fat or ugly or something? We already started. I won't let that hesitation shake me. Okay. Let's see. Hit me with your best shot. Hit me with your best. You're stupid. You're an airhead. You're unique. Oh. Is she gonna like me if I say you're unique more? Or if I've literally called her an airhead before. Let's try. Let's do this. Hopefully this doesn't make her hate me. Yeah, and that response was annoying. Boom. What else? I like you. Oh, I love you. You can confess your love to On. I don't think I love her. Not yet. Oh man, what if we do? Is this one of those times I just have to suck it up and say something awkward to her? Boom.
Wait.
Was that the wrong thing? That's cheating. You're disqualified, Stan.
Huh?
Wait, is this how the game's supposed to go? Round 2.
Yes.
Bring it on. Listen to me. You know, I kind of feel like this will make our persona stronger. You finally get it. Something's not right. I think I really screwed this date up. Is this even a date? I'm making it one. Got an email from the agency. The next shoot is really far. Wait, what's this at the end? It's a notice saying to pay extra attention to the time and place they tell you. Apparently some models haven't been showing up at all lately. Then, when asked why they didn't come, the models say they heard there was a change in schedule. It sounds like shoots have been really hectic with all the scrambling they've had to do for the substitutes. That's odd.
Yeah.
It's a total mystery. It probably really confuses the staff to see a substitute model showing up too. I don't think you can just have a substitute model. Like, things are built with these models in mind, right? Though, actually, my first modeling gig was as a sub. Beats me. That was back when I was still in Finland? Anna's in Finland? My parents didn't have enough models for their event? Yeah, what if the clothes don't fit? Yeah, that's a good point. Is this like one of those modeling gigs that you do when you're younger where you just show up and there's like some amateur behind the camera that's like, alright, I figure we'll just do whatever. Like, pose, go. Also, is she Finnish or is she Japanese? Oh, I haven't told you. My parents are both fashion designers who put on some serious, extravagant shows. Wow. Yeah, damn. They jump from country to country, so I only really see them for half the year. Are you alone right now? Maybe less these days? Are you lonely? That freedom sounds nice. Ooh, are you lonely? I'm used to it by now. I'm like, I got you a cat that would love to keep you company. It was rough when I was little though. It was just me and our living caretaker. I didn't really have any friends. Wow, that got dark fast. Haha.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I'm modeling, it almost feels like I'm connecting with my parents somehow. It's a nice hobby to have, but I don't think I want to make a living of it. That's good. You definitely shouldn't. After all, that's where Kamoshida first spotted me, and that's how our class started with rumors. Besides, the Phantom Thieves are more important to me right now. That's right. She has a cause now. Nobody can be my substitute there. That's why I need to get stronger. I sense a heightened motivation from On. Yes. I will say, I do think I screwed that up. I feel like I could have said a lot of things to make that better. Follow-up. Perform a follow-up attack. Okay.
Alright.
We already have that with Ryuji. But won't complain.
Oh yeah.
It's the one time I was able to use that with Ryuji. It was badass. When I was little, I used to watch this anime where the main villain was this female thief. She'd lose to Catwoman? She'd lose to the hero every time, but I always thought she was cool. She was really a good person per se, but she wasn't a good per se, but she was beautiful, strong, sincere, and even sexy. She always said whatever she wanted, did whatever she wanted. She knew what justice was for her. I wanted to grow up to be like her someday. Kind of doing that now, girl. I hope I'll be getting closer now. Even if just by a little bit. See you later. Wednesday. I have no idea what to do with these pollen warnings. Ooh, hey buddy. I assume you're all curious. I'm sending you an update just in case. Madarame is still bedridden, hasn't spoken a single word. My apologies for not being to provide anything more solid. Come on, man, it's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Although it is June already. The exhibition will be ending soon. At least it doesn't seem like Madarame's had a mental shutdown. But there's no point if he didn't have a change of heart and call off that legal action bullshit. Was this how it was when you defeated Kamoshida? Pretty much? Make you feel better? Yeah, Kamoshida was out of school for a while. Either way, there's been no palpable progress. It appears only the target themselves can tell whether or not their heart has changed. It's a goddamn pain in the ass, but yeah. We just gotta hear from Madarame himself what the deal is. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do. Let's just try to wait a little longer. Hey, did you buy an old TV? I did buy an old TV. The owner delivered it, had him put in your room. Ah, yeah, the delivery. Sojiro.
Hey.
Sojiro-san, please. Tell me what you think of my new TV. Are you impressed? All sorts of people gather in a big city. Crooks are everywhere. This guy's so pessimistic. Yeah. Customers in LeBlanc. Customers in LeBlanc will go home after listening in on them a bit. Try doing this when you need to do activities in the cafe. Ah, these guys are here. I don't really need to do anything, do I? Should I make coffee? Nope. Okay, let's talk to this fool. Yeah. Thank you, the curry was delicious. Wait, hold on. I've been thinking. For you to come with me now? Wait. That's old news. What can we do now? Oh. Can dogs and cats drink coffee? I know it's probably not ideal, but is that one of those things like chocolate where you're just not supposed to ever give it to a dog?
All right.
Coffee. Looks like you're going at it again. Yeah, try my coffee. What you think, old man? This flavor, it's Cuban Crystal Mountain, right?
Let me explain.
Cuba is the biggest island in the Caribbean. Their coffee is known for its full-bodied aroma and taste. Crystal Mountain coffee is made from only the largest beans of the harvest. It has a sweet, nutty flavor with low acidity. Okay. Still bland, huh? Oh well. Maybe it's fate. Your baggage seems to follow you wherever you go. I guess everything good or bad was meant to happen. I don't personally believe that, but okay. I'm not usually one to believe that crap. Yeah, neither am I. Then would you be coming here be fate too? Ha, this isn't like me, but I hope our chance meeting turns out to be something good. I know, rambling old men aren't popular. Anyway, thanks for the coffee.
Well then.
Man's coming around. We should get some rest. We have a big day tomorrow. Do we? Am I not aware of our supposedly big day coming up? Oh man, 8.4% approval or believable rate. Moving up slowly. The Phantom Thieves. Oh,
Hey.
Makoto. I thought this was the nurse at first, before she turned around. I want to ask you something.
Reminds me.
Why didn't Mr. Kamishita change all of a sudden? He grew a conscience? It's kind of true, right? Is that your hypothesis? It's still too sudden. I believe it's only natural to think that something must have caused it. Yeah, well, that's fine. Thanks for your valuable opinion. I'll take it into account. So the principal's in on something. Also, the guy that... Who's the other guy? There's someone else who kind of seemed like he was in on whatever's happening behind this. Like the puppet master that's pulling these strings. Pollen's bad today. I bet it's affecting Mementos. Yeah, I know, but I don't know what that means. Sucks that I can't click through these tables. Alright, who's where? Who wants to do stuff? Takemi? Takemi is available for something? What? Yes. Do we just go straight there? Clinic? Yeah. You know, this game is so stingy on time. I'm actually kind of surprised that just transporting you somewhere doesn't take up half the day.
Allergies are so annoying.
How are your allergies? We have good medicine for them. Just one dose should take care of them in theory. What are you here for today? Clinical trial! It's not too crowded. Do you want to do this in a park? Maybe look for one when I have some time. Alright, let's get to the clinical trial. I think I have a book on parks or something like that. Can I give her the book? I feel like I can come closer to Takemi thanks to the... Yeah, let's do it. Yes, hang out with her. I can invite her to the park? Oh. Okay. Do you remember going to Mementos? Going to... Yeah, why? A bit far, but let's check it out. Damn. The second girl I brought here. I guess the first time someone brought me here, but look at her little outfit. Makes sense. The conditions here are perfect for gathering data outside the clinic. This should also help me see the reactions to more external variables, such as change in environment. Well then, shall we begin? What's on today's menu? Let's cooperate. Well, aren't I lucky to have such a cooperative test subject? Yeah, just don't call me a guinea pig. You really are helpful. Now then, strip and go for a swim in that lake. Only kidding. Okay. I mean, I would have done it. We're going to do a control test. I want to record some data without having you take any medicine. That sounds like win-win for us. Comparison data, and today I'm going to gather every last bit of it. The more test data I have, the more helpful it'll be. This is important, so don't slack off.
Then?
Now, go for a run. About 5 kilometers should do. Are you... Oh my god, she's actually serious. That would actually suck. I'd rather go in the lake naked. I should give it to her as a gift. I could give her a mini cactus that I bought randomly? Is this random? Like, if I bought some other stuff, would I be able to give it to her? Or she just really likes cacti? Shit, let's do it. Here's a cactus. Nice, a cactus. This is pretty cute. I can keep it on my desk and it won't wilt easily. You've got good taste. Hell yes. Hey, my random purchases are totally working out for some stupid reason. It feels like I really captured Takemi's heart. Ooh. Bond is growing.
I'm grateful.
Well done. Thanks for your cooperation. Could I have just given that cactus to anyone? Specific things are gifts. Different people will like different things. So, was that... Specific things are gifts?
You're back.
So the cactus was kind of meant for her. Like, I wouldn't have been able to just give it to anyone, I assume.
Got
So,
time right now.
the cafe's open. Yeah, let's do it. Let's get down
Alright,
to
then.
business. The amount of times this man has reminded me to wash my hands. Definitely a neat freak, huh? Most people would have been like, thanks. Yeah, I mean, if if someone gave me a cactus, even if it was a mini one, I don't want a cactus. Sorry, no offense to cactus lovers. They're cool to look at. Like, when other people have cacti, cool. I don't want one. Man, our bond with him is doing well. Thanks for helping me out. Yeah. On to the next day. Oh, I missed the first thing you saw. You could have technically given it to anyone? Okay, well, then I'm gonna have to think real carefully on what I give people. All right, what to read? I guess we'll finish this book. I don't know if there's a benefit to finishing books, or like if there's a bonus, or if you get equal stats from reading one half and then the other half, or if you finish the book, if there's more to it. Damn, we got a lot of books. Let's finish this one. Get that charm up. XYZs of applying the pickup technique keep looking smooth, even if you drop the ball. This picture of the author, that smug grin, just irritates me. Oh, I know exactly what you mean, man. Why are you even reading this?
Oh.
Would you guys be able to read a book on how to pick up girls on a really crowded train? I feel like that'd be so awkward. It was just a sleazy book about picking up girls, but it did have some good tips on being charming. Okay, seems like there's a bonus. There's also an achievement for reading every book if you're into achievements. I am actually into achievements. I always say I'm not. And then as the game nears the completion, I'm always like, okay, maybe I could get this one. Maybe I could get this one. It's a horrible waste of time, but there's something that feels good about getting these achievements done. Finishing library books is good because you can return them for another. Shit, I think I got a book from the library. Are there any fees? Maybe I could check it out right now. Maybe I'll go to the library. Let's see. Library. Are you an achievement person, Bill? Do you need something? Shit. What book do I even have? Pirate Legend? Okay, it doesn't seem like there's a fee. I mean, I don't know how long I've had that book, but it seems like for a long time because... Wait, I have another book I can return? You haven't checked anything out yet? Okay, yeah. Oh, she's a student librarian. Oh, no, wait. I see. She looks like an older woman, but it says student librarian. Okay, let's see. So I got this before, and this built up my guts. I don't think I could... Yeah. Though, as I mentioned before, doing that on Hollow Knight is breaking me. Oh, not really. I'll push and get all the story endings. Usually end it there. Yeah. See, with me, if I complete a game, the story. If I complete the main story in a game, I don't want to do anything else after that. Something in my brain just checks out, and I'm like, okay, I'm done with the game. Like, it doesn't matter anymore. So I try to get everything done right before the end. That's why in the last game that I streamed in Spider-Man, I got to the end of the game, and I was like, hey, if you go this any further, this is the end. You can't save after here. And I was like, okay, I just started this game. So I did 100% of the game right then and there, which was surprisingly quick and easy. And then I ended the game, because I knew if I did it right then and there, then I wouldn't have any reason to go back. Guts. The gallant rogue. Charmingness, gentlemanliness, guts. Knowledge? Should I do knowledge or guts to defy those in power? I feel like they're both pretty good. Let's keep doing guts. Yeah. Be careful with it. The gallant rogue. Is there anyone else here? Anything new ever happening here? No? Okay. Well, that's fine. Hollow Knight has 5 endings, and you can get them all in one playthrough. Really? That's unique. I haven't heard of that. I've had 3. I'm probably just gonna watch the last 2 on YouTube. I hate to say it, but this last DLC is so hard that's rough. Yeah, is the game really difficult in general? Like, if somebody wanted to just casually play through it, would it beat my ass? Keep in mind, I'm not the strongest of gamers. Okay, Ryuji on. Ooh, who do I go to? I kind of want to hang out with On. What's that? Oh, this is old. Okay, so I guess I just had to find her, huh? Okay, On, we coming for you. Right here. Cool. Ryuji. Poor guy. Once again, in the wrong place. No, he's not in the wrong place. He's just, you know, being replaced by someone better. Hold on, let's stop by here at the bakery. Anything good here? It's always the same crap, I feel like. Oh no, there's a melon pan. Whatever the hell a melon pan is. Revives one fallen ally with full HP for 1,000 yen? Oh, there's only one. Shit, okay, man, I'll take that. For Danish. Okay. Well, that wasn't a bad stop. Cool. The base game to the first ending is doable for anybody. The true endings require some really tough fights, but it's also not bad. Yeah. Oh wait, why is she here? Yeah, Hollow Knight just seems like a really pretty game. I don't think I'm supposed to be here then. I saw her and I was like, oh, there she is. I guess I have to find her elsewhere. But I also haven't loved the game enough to buy a DLC. Like when Final Fantasy VII DLC comes out, done buying it. Hey there, Makoto. Are you hiding? Are you alone? Are you gonna meet Sakamoto-kun and Takamoto? I didn't mean to pry. I was simply wondering. Oh, a little spy. Is she gonna follow me? Did she tail me? Is she gonna stop? Bitch. I was like, what are you doing? You've been running around for so long.
Just have to wait for now.
Suspense is killing me. Do you want to go somewhere if you have the time, I mean? I don't think my bond will... Yeah, well, whatever. It doesn't matter. Let's do it.
Yeah.
What should we do? Let's go somewhere fun or have some tea? Girl, I don't know what you like. Let's go somewhere to have some tea.
Let's go.
Diner? Yeah, okay. Anna seems to be having fun. We had an ambling conversation about nothing in particular. Awesome. I should give her to her as a gift? Oh shit, speaking of gifts. So, do you think I'm not giving her the Sakura fan. We could give her a glass vase or a sponge cake. She ate the hell out of that one cake earlier. I actually kind of got this vase with her in mind though. But I also kind of take her as a cake girl. Here, cake. Oh, these desserts are amazing. They melt in your mouth with such an elegant sweetness. Great job. Score! Hell yeah! Who knows your girl? You really know what a girl likes. Thanks so much. Damn! Damn! I got that cake just in time. Good thing I got that before I asked her to hang out.
Bye.
Sweet. That was good. Hollow Knight, I don't know much about Dark Souls. Okay. Well, that's good. I mean, I already am definitely interested in playing Hollow Knight.
Ah, you're back.
The only Souls game I played is Bloodborne, which I liked, but absolutely no conceivable story. I watched my roommate play a bit of Dark Souls 3. That's if I played one, that'd probably be the one I play. Unless I get the new one for the PS5, and it looks so fun. I mean, he got his ass kicked a million times. I've never had so much fun watching someone die over and over. He couldn't even clear the first level. He just couldn't. It took him like just playing from time to time, like a month to clear the first level and boss. And I mean, he would die to like the first opening trash mobs. So yeah, it seemed tough, but the game looked really beautiful. And he made it a little further. He made it like 2 or 3 levels in, and he gave up. It was too difficult. Yeah, let's do this coffee thing.
All right then.
I love that when you come home, you could actually do this. At least it gives you something to do at nights. Yeah.
Thanks.
Can I give him a gift? I also think part of the reason people love the Souls games is because of the difficulty. Maybe it's the gameplay itself is so rewarding that that's all that really matters. Just, you know, I think that's why people play them.
Oh, no.
It's June now, huh? This is my least favorite month. Oh man, this is gonna be questions, right? All right, takes an hour to do my hair due to the humidity. Or maybe she's gonna rant about her hair. And it bothers deciding what to wear when it rains. But for you, June is a month with no holidays and no events. Now that I think about it, you'll be switching summer uniforms next week. Oh wait, we're gonna change uniforms in this game? Hell yeah. I don't want everyone forgetting, okay? Don't change out of the door. Don't charge out of the door in your blazers. On that note, Mr. Stan,
Question.
the original blazers were named that thanks to a certain quality they had. Any idea what that was? Blazers? Yeah, they were bright as shit. Fire patterns, brightly colored. They're made of hemp. Well, I mean, it's brightly colored. Maybe the original blazers had some fire patterns, but there's no way. Brightly colored.
Excellent.
Excellent. Excellent. Blazers are black, of course, but the original ones were a bright, vivid color. Yeah. Mostly used to refer to the jackets worn by the British boating club in the 1800s. That I actually knew, surprisingly. Maybe I should ask if I can borrow his notes. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna offer you my notes. None of y'all like me, so we can't be friends. Well, you must be really smart. Thanks, Morgana. So smart. I'm pretty decent at trivia, by the way, in real life. Along the line, I suppose the style got lost with the name's original meaning. After all, just look at us nowadays. Blazers don't have to do anything to do with color at all. Not that that's a bad thing. I think black is pretty stylish. I would like to see a bunch of blazers in all cool colors at a school where you could you had to wear a blazer at this private school, but at the same time they make you pick a color, and it has to be like a bright, cool color. It's raining. The weather may affect people here, may affect Mementos. Rain. Where was I supposed to go in the rain? Also, why am I in school on Saturdays? I've never figured this out. I googled it. Japanese kids don't have high school on Saturdays. Is it a private school thing? Saturday. There was something to do on Saturday. No, it wasn't on Saturday. It was because of the rain. But I also don't know what that is. Was it the sauna? Go to the spa? I think it was the spa. Alright. Wait, no one else to hang out? What about Ryuji? He doesn't want to hang out anymore because I fucking hung out with An. Alright. Saturday. Let's go. I think it's the sauna that we go to. Ooh, the rain. And what else could it be? Alright. Ooh. Maybe I should check out these vending machines as well. I don't think I've looked at this, have I? 5 SP. Yeah. How many? Oh, they only have 2? That seems pretty good still. Really cheap. Cool. I can get 2 of these. Damn, that's awesome. I mean, it ain't much, but it also doesn't cost much. Too early to use the bathhouse? Okay. Well, it might just be like an action that we have to take.
Oh.
The rain's keeping the customers away. Yes. Ah, no, we can't get it. Should we just get something random? Lucky timing. Hey, Joe. Welcome to the stream today. How you doing today? Welcome to the stream today. How you doing today? Sentences are hard, but we'll make it. We'll get through this English barrier. Guts or kindness? Yeah, so guts is, I assume, coffee. Oh yeah, it literally says guts right there. Okay, so I guess we're gonna do guts. Get our guts on. You doing good? I'm doing good as well. I spent like what felt like an entire day at IKEA today. That's why I was late. I was like rushing back. I was like, need to get back to stream. And they were sold out of like everything. I don't know what's going on, but that wasn't cool. Rank up! Oh, yes! All right. Rank 3. We are now staunch. It looks like your studying went well too. Yeah, forgot about that little benefit. Sweet. Any other stat that can go up right now? I don't even care. I'm just like, meh. Our guts are up, and that's all that matters. Wait, what?
All right.
Is it going to be a little bit of everything? No. Okay. Maybe not. Okay, so hopefully I will have enough time to go to the sauna right now. So that'd be pretty sweet. IKEA is your personal hell? Dude, don't even mention it. Like, same. I get excited about it until I'm there. And then I realize how insanely large that store is. And after you just move into a place, it's not like if you've been living where you've been living for a while and you're just there for like something in particular, it's not as bad. But going there today, this is the first time I've ever been to IKEA where you're just like looking for everything because you just moved in. You're like, I guess we could replace everything, and that sucked. Like we had to painstakingly cover every corner of that place, and it was brutal. It was 4 hours. 4 hours. Sucked. And the cafe is closed because of COVID, so you know couldn't even get a snack or anything to drink. Exhibition ends tomorrow. Madarame may have had his change of heart by now, right? Of course the exhibit is on Sunday. The one day everything is that I don't want it to be on. I'm sure it'll be fine. So far nobody's come charging us with anything, yeah? But wouldn't that be after the press charges? After the exhibition? Yeah, you're right. What should we do if someone contacts us about it tomorrow? Try asking Yusuke. He's still staying with Madarame, right? Yeah, I don't get how he's staying with him. They had that big falling out. Where is he? I wonder if he'll be okay with Madarame. Sorry I'm late to contact you all. It seems something will certainly be happening tomorrow. Madarame's on the phone as we speak. What do you mean something? I mean, I wanted to ask both questions. I believe he's preparing for a media announcement. I didn't hear anything about pressing charges. Guess we just gotta wait then. Let us meet in Shibuya tomorrow. Okay, see you then.
Well then.
Exhibition is finally ending tomorrow. I'm sure things will work out fine this time. Yeah. They finally added Yusuke to the group chat. Yeah, he was part of the party for a bit and he wasn't invited. I was like, ooh, damn, you gotta work for it. Damn, tomorrow it goes down.
Now listen up.
Might be dangerous. Yeah, man, don't worry about me. I remember when my kid was born and I had to buy her whole room. Well, you know, at least IKEA makes buying entire rooms really easy, right? I mean, they just have it set up and you're like, I guess I'll take everything in your room. Just make it mine. Okay, now we go to the sauna. Is this gonna have anything different now? No. Damn, I have to...
Oh.
Yeah. Building it is where they get you? Oh, well, yeah. That's the thing with IKEA. You're like, oh, I'm gonna get this awesome table. And they're like, yeah, after you built it. But I'll take that. I don't enjoy making furniture, but there's something almost therapeutic about it. I don't know if anyone relates, but there's something about like, okay, here is this furniture that you have to build together. As long as the instructions don't suck. And let's be honest, I'm sure half of us barely even look at the instructions, but yeah, there's something really, it just feels good after you're like, damn, I just put that together. So handsome. Oof. Point up.
All right.
Don't we get something extra because it's rainy today? No? Am I imagining that? Maybe it's just studying. Maybe I should have talked with my cafe friend instead of doing the sauna. Oh shit, here we go. It's happening.
What's up with that old geezer?
With that old geezer, like you don't know. He's the talk of the town.
Is he crying?
Damn.
I have committed crimes that are unbecoming of an artist.
Yeah.
Plainly put, I plagiarized work.
Is it me or does the audio for him sound really weird?
I tainted this country's art world and even Sayori. How could I?
Oh, look at that image of him crying. Holy shit.
To everyone for what I've done.
He's crying way too much.
You know, I've actually watched videos on YouTube of Japanese politicians apologizing publicly, and they bawl their eyes out. It's crazy. I mean, I have no idea how genuine it is. It kind of comes across as a bit of a show as well, but I wish our politicians showed a little remorse for anything.
And that was from the Urgent Apology Conference by According to the association, Madarame has agreed to the police's request to turn himself in.
Okay.
Wasn't he on TV the other day?
That's
On
working.
charges of abuse to his pupils, Madarame is under suspicion of claiming their works as his own. Some doubt the validity that his maiden work, Sayuri, was stolen, believing it was used for fraud. This large-scale criminal act has caused a great shock to the art world, and...
That old man's done for.
Thanks for your input, female
Madarame
pedestrian.
was taken to a police hospital for interrogation due to his age.
Wait, are we to assume that right now these people on the street are hearing this? Like, this building is just booming the audio like out to the street. I know there's subtitles, but we can hear it from what seems to be like a speaker, so it kind of makes it seem like they can hear it too. So you're just walking the street and the audio's like, you will listen to this whether you want to or not.
However, initial psych evaluations state that he is mentally sound and likely responsible for his actions.
There's no need to be nice to an old geezer like that.
Damn, he's just an old man.
Why'd
Leave
he
him
spill
alone.
the beans himself?
Hate him because he's an asshole, not because he's an old dude. What the hell?
Also, a group calling themselves the Phantom Thieves posted a dubious note at Madarame's exhibit. The police will investigate their relation to this case, but for now, did not identify them as suspects.
Well, that's your problem.
Phantom Thieves? Do these bandits have something to do with that old geezer's apology?
You're right, male pedestrian. They might just
I've
be
heard
able
of
to
them
do
before. They supposedly steal evil hearts. It's why the culprits apologize.
Wait, what? Steal hearts? That's impossible.
If I heard people talking about this on the street, I'd be like, y'all are crazy. This is not a thing.
But I feel like I saw something about that online too.
I guess hypnosis,
Sent out
right?
a calling card for real.
Although hypnosis doesn't really work unless you believe it works, in a way.
Oh, so it was like, we're going to take your heart? Oh, that's impressive if someone really did that.
Hell yeah.
Phantom Thieves, huh?
Look at this pleasant boy. I don't know why that's funny for me.
Phantom Thieves again.
Makoto. Suspicious. We're on the news, boys!
Madarame? It's just like what happened with Kamoshida.
And they mentioned the Phantom Thieves.
Hell yeah, finally getting our credit. I guess we got a little last time. Oh, that guy has a Big Bang Burger bag.
Man, this is starting to get interesting. If we
Random
do it
observation.
right, we can change people's hearts. With this power, we might be able to do more than just getting back at society.
This'll be fun.
Let's keep pushing on then.
Yeah.
As for me, I hope we just keep getting more and more famous.
Something
Okay.
like this happening twice is massive, too. It's too great a coincidence to occur normally.
Yeah, we better get way more
Continue
people
doing
believing in
this,
us
we'll
now.
definitely be able to give courage to everyone who needs it.
You may want to quiet down a little.
It's a cop. What's he doing here?
Do you know them?
You moron! Those are attendance officers.
The hell's an attendance officer?
Hello there. May I speak with you for a moment?
What's an attendance officer? What the hell? And so all the chairs in your dining room, and there are 8 of them? Yeah. Yeah, building is only fun for a bit, but if you're making the same thing over and over, then you're right, personal hell. Just line them up together and you've got a bed? Ooh, yeah, right.
Ah, yes. How can we help you?
I've slept on chairs like that before. I've made myself a little bed. I went home to surprise my mom when I visited her and my family in Chicago, and I wanted it to be a big surprise for her. So I flew in really late at night. I took an Uber, and I got into the house, and then I didn't want to wake her because it was super late at night. I wanted to surprise her in the morning so I wouldn't ruin her sleep. And there was nowhere to sleep, so because that night she happened to be sleeping in my old bed in my room for some weird reason. So yeah, I just had to lay out a bunch of chairs and I slept on them and it sucked. It really sucked.
That monotonous acting of hers never fails to send a chill down my spine.
What are you all doing here? Are you friends?
Yeah, besties. We wanted some tea. We're delinquents. We're delinquents, officer. I would imagine myself saying something like that in high school. I had a lot of trouble with the cops. I was a very, very rude person to law enforcement. It wasn't law enforcement. It wasn't the thing with the cops in general. It was just authoritative figures in general. That's what it was. We wanted some tea.
Is that so? And how would you do that in a place like this?
Fuck off, stern officer.
We were just discussing where we should go.
Well, all right.
That voice.
Just make sure you disperse before it gets too late, okay?
I don't get it. What's your deal?
There have been some
It's
odd
Sunday.
happenings lately, and the news about that artist has caused quite the stir.
We'll be careful.
Guys, what the hell is an attendance officer? What's the deal?
It's still light out. Man, those guys must have way too much time on their hands.
I thought it was maybe like something to make sure kids are still in school, but it's a Sunday during the day, like.
Hey, don't go making stuff up on the spot like that, okay? I totally panicked because of you.
From
Sorry.
now on, we'll need to be even more cautious than before.
Okay.
Look at us. Right after the second Thieves incident, both prior victims are meeting up.
Wait, you mean people might be listening to us?
Oh, definitely. Especially that one girl.
Fine. Look around. We're the only people worrying about it.
I guess you're right.
Look at all those people wearing face masks in the background. Interesting. I wonder.
By the way,
overthinking it.
Yusuke, you able to get anything out of Madarame? Remember how he was talking about that suspicious person in the black mask?
Yeah.
Well, I pressed him for answers, but he doesn't even understand what happened to him to begin with.
I was friends with a police lieutenant, so I'd threaten the cops if they hassled me. That's really nice.
It's not like he actually saw
I never
his
knew any.
desires get stolen after all.
It's rumored that he may be sent to prison. In that case, gaining information will be difficult.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'll be leaving that
Yeah.
house. I can't draw in such a place anymore.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're still there. You crazy.
The school dorms. I can stay there free of charge thanks to my fine arts scholarship.
Are you still in high school?
Scholarship? Wait,
No, he's in college. He's a little older.
Although, Takamaki-san's house would do as well.
I keep thinking that he's the same age as everyone. But he's a little older.
You know, you could ask her to model for you whenever you wanted.
Yeah, buddy.
You moron!
An's not into
Then
him.
again, now that Yusuke will be living alone, it'll be easier for us to meet up whenever we want.
For the time being, we should wait and see how this case plays out.
Yeah, have a text
And
relationship.
it'll probably take some time finding a target as big as Madarame.
Anyway.
Yeah, I really hope the
just
next.
act like
I get it.
students while we look for our next target, okay?
This guy, he was an asshole. He deserved the bad things that happened to him, but I hope the next target's
We'll be
even more
entrusting
worthy.
that to you again, Ryuji.
All right, guess it's just more prep till then.
Yeah. All right, team, move out.
Yusuke Kitagawa.
This bitch. How did no one notice her? Joker, turn around. No. Damn it. All right, here we go. A juicy flash forward.
So after Shiho Suzui, you did it again for someone you barely knew? You were sent away twice, almost reported to the police, and yet you still wanted to save him.
Hey, it was kind of
Moreover,
self-preservation,
you ended up
though.
in a
It's not like we
museum instead of
really
a
wanted
castle
it.
this time. You're still going to maintain this rubbish about changing someone's heart by stealing their treasure?
Listen, officer. If you want to explain this a better way, do it. Take it as you will.
Very well. The truth behind this tale of yours will be clear once your conspirators are in custody. Now then, tell me about this new member who joined your group.
I wonder how many palaces
There's
are in
no
this
point in
game.
being stubborn. It will only damage your position.
So I'm like 30 hours in, and I finished 2 now. So if I was to guess, I'd say there's 5.
The identity of Madarame's pupil can be easily discovered with a little investigation.
Go right ahead.
So you won't sell out your accomplice?
My accomplice.
Fine. There's still much more that I want to hear. It was around this time that the Phantom Thieves began to truly gain popularity.
Yeah, that would be a huge
Lies
thing that just
flooded
happened
the
then.
internet. Things like the Phantom Thieves saved me too, or I got a calling card. For heaven's
Yeah,
sake,
right.
those lies made the collection of intel take almost 10 times longer. Now your next target was this man.
Ooh, that looks like a South Park character.
Junya Kanashiro.
Ooh, Junya Kanashiro.
He doesn't compare to the previous two. Even the police have been struggling to apprehend him. So, exactly how did you take down such a well-guarded criminal?
A well-guarded criminal? How did we? Summary of the story, updated, yeah. Should I ever be checking that? I don't know. Is that like just a log?
The suspect has repeatedly testified that he does not have any recollection of his actions. A full psychiatric evaluation will be performed to further investigate the crime's details and motives.
First Kamoshida at Shujin Academy, and now Madarame.
How are you seeing a link in this?
Points of commonality between the two. Both, for example, were sent a calling card before their unforeseen changes of heart.
Well, that one seems kind of obvious. Okay.
I see. But isn't tying their cases to the series of psychotic breakdowns jumping to conclusions?
You know, that thing is in the background.
The police will
all the psychotic breakdowns, and I keep forgetting about that.
Now isn't the time to be worrying about things like jurisdiction and honor. We need to dig deeper
Always time
and
for
find
honor.
a correlation among the incidents these past 2-3 years.
You guys ever notice that honor is always not worth it in movies, but it's always worth it in games? Like if someone does something for honor, it usually ends up working out for them in a game. Because honorable people rise to the top. But in movies and TV, at least recently, sometimes people are so honorable, it ends up being their downfall. Like Ned Stark, first one comes to mind.
Very well.
Or any of the Starks, really.
However, you must not let this interfere with your regular duties.
Thank you, sir.
That damn woman just had to stick her nose into this.
Yeah, what does the SIU director know that we don't know?
I understand that these abnormal incidents have caused some anxiety throughout our country. This situation must be approached with the utmost seriousness. I shall continue to put forth
This guy
great
sucks.
effort
We have to take him
so
down.
that every citizen can live with peace of mind.
Not only are there these Phantom Thieves to worry about, but if that is exposed...
Yeah, I feel like that guy, who for sure we're going in the in his palace. Maybe even the director's palace. That could be interesting. Take down the police force. Well, Ghost of Tsushima is gonna have fun with that theory. I can't wait for that game. Can't wait. Also, guys, I don't know how I do this, but since this game is so long, I'm not there yet, even remotely. I'm still really invested in this game. But assuming this, I'm going to be playing this for 120 hours or so, for a really long time, just for streamer burnout and for viewer burnout, do you guys think it'd be cool to play 2 games at the same time? So maybe 3 of the days I play this game, and then 1 day a week I play another game? Or maybe I could even stream an extra day of the week. I don't know. I've been thinking about that. I thought about that before starting this game, so it's always been an option. You're so polite all of a sudden. Truly, I'm thankful for you making me come to my senses. You're exaggerating. Certainly I'm not. I must express my gratitude earnestly. You're one of us, my man. We'll be counting on you, okay? Of course. And if anything comes to mind, won't hesitate to lend a hand. Except for naked paintings. Well then, see ya. Well, there was a lot of ups and downs, but we still pulled off our first job. Yusuke joined the team too, so let's continue forming society. Like, okay, cool. Can we please go and get juice right now? You're down for whatever? Thanks, Joe. I appreciate your support. Appreciate it. Sunday?
Welcome.
Hell yes. Okay, good. Normally on Sundays they screw me in this game. They're like, no. You have to do something and now you can't get your juice. Really need, yeah. Chug it. Let's see what we get. Man, 5,000 is expensive though. But 5,000 for stat increase? How could you not? All right, kindness. So kind. Okay. What about this? Should we train?
You want to do it?
Yeah, let's train. We have not trained in a while. I would like a health increase very much.
Yes.
Let's do this. That's your fighting spirit. He looks so silly in his workout uniform outfit.
Nice going.
Sweet.
All right.
Max HP increased by 5. Hey, little by little. Get some sleep. No, more pull-ups. Go. It's go time. It is Sunday. Wait, Monday. Yes, Monday. So this is where everything happens. Well, or the results of what happened. Pretty legit. Hey, our approval rating. I keep calling out our approval rating like this is politics. But the believability has increased almost double. Or more. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Brother.
Morning.
Morning. Response to his press conference was huge. Everyone's talking about the calling card. Girls are checking me out today. Maybe they can't help but sense my overflowing Phantom Thief charisma. Oh shit, am I finally starting to be popular with all the fly? Oh no. Something strange. Something's off.
For real?
Of course there is. My uniform, man, my uniform. We're supposed to be switched to summer uniforms today. I knew people were looking at me. Oh, god damn it. Gotta go home and change, so you go on ahead. Oh, Ryuji. Would they really not allow like 1 day grace period for that? Like, I'm sure they'll be fine. Holy shit, you're pale. Short sleeves are so not for you. Oh, wait, does that mean it's summer in the game? Does something change now? Anyway, did you catch the news yesterday? Watching that famous artist cry his eyes out over the network, over the artwork he's stolen? The same thing happened to Kamoshida, right? Both got weird calling cards, too. If you ask me, the same person's behind all of this. The news this morning said a group called the Phantoms are the ones behind the cards. I wonder how they get people to confess. I mean, they can't literally be stealing hearts. Blackmail, maybe? That's what I would think. I'd be like, these are some hackers that are just like hacking people's phones, their laptops, webcams. They got some dirt on people.
How are things going in regard to that matter we spoke of earlier?
Add another game in the mix, whatever keeps you coming back. Thanks, Bill. Might do that.
I have nothing to report
It might be
yet.
really fun to have a little contrast, maybe playing this and Ghost of Tsushima.
Nothing
Or something.
at all? How many students are there who could provoke a teacher?
Or maybe I could play another game that's just really chill. Something really relaxing. Because this game is, it's not like crazy hard or intense or anything like that, but there's a lot here. Maybe it'd be fun to just play something that a little mindless.
I've already narrowed it down. I just can't get any solid evidence. You knew, didn't you? About Mr. Kamoshida's sexually
Of course he
harassing
knew.
students.
Look at this man. He's gotten a few complaints in his lifetime.
What will come of you asking that?
Yeah, I don't know why
This
you would do that.
investigation is for a just cause, correct?
I believe I
Sure.
understand how flustered this must be making you. I'm sure it was truly shocking for you as student council president to see a peer attempt suicide.
Yeah, it was a bit weird for everyone involved.
Yes.
Definitely.
We must provide a school environment where all students can feel at ease. That
What
is
if-
the most pressing issue we have to tackle at the moment.
I feel like he would be a good person to go into next. Go into next.
So that's
Let's
your
enter
reason
him.
behind this investigation on the Phantom Thieves of Hearts? We don't even know if they truly exist. Why are you...
You heard about the incident with that Madarame fellow, I assume?
They said there was a similar calling card to the one used in Mr. Kamoshida's game.
I wish to believe that this is unrelated to our students.
Yeah, no, it makes sense that it's if Kamoshida is the first person, if he's patient zero for all this happening, you'd have to look at the students
That is where I stand. I suggest
or
you
the
devote
other
your energy to the
faculty.
task at hand, not unnecessary questions.
Did you see
Oh,
Madarame's
look at that
press
on the
conference?
chalkboard. Ah, the tears.
You mean that guy who was all like, how could I possibly apologize for what I've done? Ah!
Have you heard about this guy? The guy on the board? Yeah, that guy.
Think it was really those Phantom Thieves? You know, the whole stealing your heart thing?
That? There's no way. But then again, it seems too convenient for it all to just be coincidence. Yeah.
Ryuji with his red shirt in the background.
How's it going? Have you
That looks
found our
nice.
next big target?
I kind of like the under the uniforms more. These will take a bit to adjusting. What does his shirt say? No more rules?
Oh yeah, I guess that's true. By the way, I decided on the TV station. What about you two?
Huh?
Yeah, what?
Oh crap, the social studies trip.
Oh, I just want to ditch it.
You'd better go to your school activities. Didn't I tell you not to draw attention to yourselves?
Wouldn't me suddenly turning into a good student stand out more?
Yeah, stay stupid, I guess.
Then let's all choose the TV station. I heard we're gonna get to watch them tape a show. Maybe there'll be actresses there.
Nah. School field trips were the greatest thing in school because you didn't have to be in school. You went on a field trip. No matter how lame it was, I was always down. I was like,
Plus,
yes.
Morgana's right. Showing up will keep the teachers from getting all suspicious of me. All right, I'm gonna head back. TV, huh? Maybe I should get a haircut.
That guy is such an idiot. I hope nothing happens.
You're right. He is quite the idiot, but he's our idiot, damn it. Who's texting me in class? Of course, Ryuji. Feels pretty great having everyone talk about us, huh? Madarame is the only topic of conversation at my school. And as I'm his pupil, most of the peers have chosen to ignore me. For real? I'd be coming up to him right away, be like, bruh, you gotta let me know what's going on. Are you gonna be okay? There's no need to worry. They've already been treating me differently from others as it stood. Yeah, poor guy. Nothing's good for him. His life is just tragedy. Nothing new to me. Okay then. More importantly, do we have any leads on the next mission? You kidding? There's no way we'd find a target that quick. We could hit up a Memento, right? I don't want to. I really don't want to, but I will. Tell me if anything comes up, sure. Is it gonna take us there right away? I guess I should be doing Mementos. I just don't know why. Is it just for leveling? Lay low for a while, okay. PPP. Hey, I found some great intel. Hey, Mr. Mishima. This time, it's bullying by a Kosei student they call a queen. She's been ordering around male student who goes by the name M. Kind of like M and S&M. I wish I was in his shoes. What does S stand for, Mishima? Does it stand for Mishima? That's a secret. Anyways, here are the details. The girl acting like a queen is Hikaru Shimizu. I used to know a Shimizu. I wonder if it's more likely that a girl would turn out like this. It's such a boring random tidbit. I used to know someone with this last name too. Isn't that interesting? Well, I've already posted the warning, so you should take it on you when you have time. Hopefully you don't end up with an M.
Hey, hey!
What do he mean by S&M? Are those shirt sizes? Is it the size of clothes? Anyway, it's like she's a worthy target. Let's find and consult the others at the hideout. Boom. Ooh. Well, I mean, why would I do that when I could hang out with my girl here? How are you, my little guinea pig? If you're in good health, I'd like to do a test on you. Special discount on my medicine. What if I get a what if you get a nosebleed for all the excitement? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, head over immediately. What are we? You think this is a joke? You seem to be enjoying this too. Have you gotten used to the taste? Stop by the clinic. Everything's ready. Okay, that's all for today. If you're feeling okay, you can go home now. I ain't going anywhere, lady.
Hello?
Hello, Dr. Kemi, Clinical Internal Medicine. What? Again? That's, well, That ship sailed, so... What ship? She's always getting these intense phone calls when I'm there. Imagine what's happening when I'm not. You remember that girl from the other day, the chief of staff Oyamada's patient. Her dad's been bringing her here to be treated, even though I referred him to another hospital. I even told him about the medical error I made. They trust you. I'm just a quack, though. Why would you say that? You seem to be doing stuff sort of right. The medical error was well documented. Everyone in my field knows about it. I led the development of a new drug for an incurable illness called Crawford-Ends disease. Although I wasn't the one who administered the medicine, it was the cause of error. Well, the Crawford-Ends certain cells indiscriminately attack other cells through the body. Isn't that basically AIDS? When it reaches the muscles, the patient slowly begins to die. There hasn't been much progress made on it. Partly made because there haven't been many cases of it. I work with a pharmaceutical company that has reached the final stage of production, but one day I was suddenly removed from my position. The chief of staff, Oyamada, my superior at the time, took over the entire operation. Dick move. I don't know if he wanted the glory of developing a new drug or become rich and famous, but he made careless mistakes and rushed completion so he could use it on a patient named Miwa. Miwa-chan had a reaction and lapsed in a critical condition. The chief panicked and laid the blame on me. Oh, it wasn't even your fault. Miwa-chan and her family resented me. No matter what I said, I couldn't change how they felt about me. Damn. I had no idea. It's not too late.
That's fine, I guess.
Did you ever end up checking out the FF7 trailer from last week? No, I haven't. I should do that, though. I've just been naturally averse to Googling anything Final Fantasy related. Is it worth watching? Is it like a legit trailer, or is it more like more of a teaser than anything? I guess either way. I'll check it out. Development of the medicine was suspended, so I had no reason to stay at the hospital. I really wonder how long the DLC is going to be, by the way. I'm really hoping, like I was just mentioning earlier, that I've never got a DLC in my life. I've never got it. Because I feel like the game's over. What else am I going to play? But with this one, I'm actually really excited for it. So, I don't know. Are DLCs like 10 hours, 15 hours long on general? Like, is that what I can expect from this one? At least now I can keep working as a general practitioner on my own terms with my guinea pig. That's the new medicine I've been trying on you. This version is the final stage of testing. It searches for those cells that take up the offensive and destroys them upon detection. That's why it's harmless for people who don't have the disease. Probably. That's good. Don't ask any questions. You have a lot of faith in me. Thank you, my little guinea pig.
Hey.
You better not flake on me late in this game. Inch you closer to the finish line, I need your help to reach it. In exchange, I can offer you medicine at a special price. That's good. I really wish you told me this before I bought all that medicine yesterday. Add support items to the inventory at the clinic.
All right.
Cool. Yeah. Now, what should I do about that girl and her dad? Being mean and scaring them hasn't worked. I don't know, baby. It's been a while since I've had to deal with this kind of nuisance. It's stressing me out. Oh, sorry, that's all I wanted to talk to you about. You can go home now. If you feel like cooperating in that shady clinical trial has guts are good. Sweet. I feel like I'm gonna max out guts before I get to level 3 on anything else.
All right.
Bye.
Guts. It's a trailer for the new DLC that introduces a new party member and shows on the PS5 free upgrade. I will check that out. Someone in chat said that the graphical update doesn't seem significant at all. Is that something about fog? Just a little bit more fog or something like that?
You're back.
I hope it looks good on the PS5, because then I might have to replay it on hard mode. Change your uniform, huh? That time of year already. You don't look half bad. Hard to tell you've got a criminal record. Oh, bro. They say DLC 8 gonna be 2 chapters, but it doesn't say how long. Chapter 14 was stupid long, so I'd say probably 10-ish hours. Yeah, in the remake, what I noticed was a lot of the chapters seemed lengthwise pretty consistent, especially since I uploaded them all to YouTube by chapter. I was able to see that, you know, the average chapter took me, well, like about 3 hours, somewhere between 2.5, 3 hours. And then there was like 1 or 2 chapters that were just an hour long. Like they were very short. And That was sad. Especially the one when you first climb the wall in Final Fantasy Remake, 7 Remake. When you first go over the wall with your cable and you leave and you go up to the top, that whole level up there, that whole chapter was really short, and I was really bummed out because that was such a fun one. It was such a cool change of scenery. You haven't heard anything from Student Council President, have you? Miss Honor Student must be busy kissing ass somewhere. You don't have to be so harsh. That is about the Student Council President. The one at our school has been keeping tabs on us. I think she's suspicious of us. Are you sure it's not merely a result of Ryuji's general misconduct? Shut up. Though to be honest, the three of you most certainly stand out. Do try to be careful. Can't be there to look over you at school, you know. The duty rests on your broad shoulders, Stan. Got it. Thanks for the confidence. It fixes a lot of the texture issues. Yeah, I noticed in that game, nighttime scenes and combat looks incredible, but some of the textures they get a little iffy during the day when it's light out. Why do you gotta single me out? The others kind of overshadow you sometimes, but don't forget, you're famous too. Just make sure you're careful, okay? That I will be.
Got time right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right then.
Sajiro's guidance, very precise. Yes.
Thanks.
Grow, Bond, grow. Joe, do you have a favorite chapter from Final Fantasy VII? There's a lot of good ones. I'm not really sure what mine would be. Oh man, 16.8. Well, when I see stuff like that, then I'm like, okay, maybe I'm nowhere near the end of the game. Tuesday.
I'm hot.
Are we there yet? Train news. Yeah. Oh crap! I shouldn't be skipping this. I thought it was the same as usual. Oops. What's this?
Right?
A request to the student body? It says they're looking for information. I heard Principal Kawa put it up. Please consult the student council president if you have any details.
Right?
So we can go to her for anything? Why? The student council president though? Why does she have to do with Principal Kabayakawa? I mean, Nijima-san is his favorite. Maybe that's why he asked her to do it. There should be a way for you to become the valedictorian in this game. Like if you get your knowledge really high and you get all the questions right, should be good enough. It seems like most society was surprised about what that artist did. He was someone who represented Japan. They probably trusted him based on his name alone. Indeed, we're easily manipulated by the names we see. However, this world is filled with fake names. For instance, this creature you know as well. It's called the Red King Crab. It has a form that a crab should not have. Look at this picture.
Give it a try.
What are the Red King Crabs most biologically close to? Okay. This question seems stupid easy. It's a crab. What is it biologically close to? A crab? Technically spiders too. But, I mean, it's clearly a hermit crab.
That's it.
9 and 16 are your favorite? Yeah, chapter 9 is awesome. Crabs have 5 pairs of legs, but Red King crabs only have 4 pairs. Oh yeah, they do, don't they? Shit, have I never really paid attention to that? Wall Market and Shuno Tower. Yeah, when I got to Wall Market, it was such a blast. There was so much stuff to do. Everything was really pretty, and the change of scenery was so fun there. Wow, so smart.
Nice going.
I wish I could just force them to just give me more questions. Be like, good more, come on. These are kind of easy. Tom Alley of a crab isn't its brains, as some people say. It's actually the crab's liver and pancreas. As you see, the world is full of deception. I saw some kind of paste looks like in a fridge at LeBlanc, but it's not often you see real crab meat. Hey, why don't we get sushi for our next celebration? Gladly. Oh, I would kill for some sushi right now. Our name did spread a bit thanks to Madarame, but I bet people still wouldn't care if we came out and said we're the Phantom Thieves. You're right. Yeah, he's right. I must agree. But what good would come out of people telling our identities? Yeah, have you guys never seen a superhero movie? Show? Anything? Not usually a good idea. Maybe they'd at least start treating us with some respect. Unless you're Tony Stark. Well, I can understand why you feel that way. That's just how things are. If we keep doing things like this, they'll definitely change. We simply need to devote ourselves to the cause. Our praise will come later. What he said. I'm sure some people out there will understand. Oh, I guess we just gotta act like modest heroes for now. Oh no, not modest heroes. Although the appeal is there. You could definitely see why you would want to reveal your identity and all that. President, what is the meaning of that posting? President, what is the meaning of this? Put that up without our consent, huh? We've already received some anonymous information. I heard some students are getting threatened. I'm so scared. Please do something. What? They have dirt on me, and they're demanding money. I can't go to the police. What should I do? Isn't this talking about the crimes that have been rumored to be occurring in Shibuya? So, there are even victims at our school? What should we do? This isn't the responsibility of the student council. This is frightening for us too. Yeah, this is definitely not something a student council should be doing. Principal Kobayakawa called you in yesterday, right? Did he tell you anything about this? Well, no. He's out today, but I will ask him tomorrow. Please wait on this for the time being. If you say so. Apologies for the confusion.
Well...
Don't worry, I'll do something about all this. Poor girl. Yeah, she's a snitch and all, but she just wants to go to a good college. I get it. Need to find a target. I hope you find a good one. Yeah, me too. Who next? I have some new info. Apparently there's a group of burglars terrorizing Shibuya. From what I hear, the only target restaurant's in break-in after they close for the day. Someone online was asking if it was the work of the Phantom Thieves. Just reading that pisses me off. I mean, yeah, me too. What the hell? Can't let people lump you guys in with petty thieves, right? No way. Yeah, the guys are just better. We're better than these jerks. Anyways, I heard they've been running around without leaving even a trace of evidence. That's all the information I have on them right now. Sorry. For now, I'll make a post on the fan site and I'll ask for any more details people might know. Man, being famous really brings its own unique set of problems. But we really don't have any info. We'll just have to wait for Mishima to get a more solid lead. What's this on the table? Random bottles. Let's see. Aw, yeah, there it is. There you are. Newspaper club. I'm sure you're already aware, but the Phantom Thieves appeared again. Let me get your opinion on this. What do you think is the Phantom Thieves' objective? Killing time. Social reform. A lot of bad guys in the world, so I'd like to support the Phantom Thieves too. For the newspaper club, I'll continue to watch what the Phantom Thieves will do next. Yeah, well, bare minimum. Alright. Damn. Was it just freedom? Free reign on whatever you want to do? It is Tuesday. So, Tuesday. Nothing. There's nothing to do on Tuesday. And it's not... Oh, it is raining. Maybe we could go to the cafe again then. Is that a dog? There's a dog here. Alright. To Shibuya. Yeah, let's go. Alright, maybe we should get our study on then. Or buy some stuff? No, I guess I'll buy stuff and prep when I need to later on. Let's see, is it still the same movie playing all the time? Nah, it's the Kate Knight Rises again. No. Not for us. It was good. It was a good movie, but it wasn't that good. Hey, Monkey Boy, thank you for the follow, man. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I'm Stan. Let's see. Where should we go? It's raining. I guess the cafe is probably a good answer. Well, arcade doesn't seem worth it. It rained today in LA, by the way, guys. It was amazing waking up to rain. What am I doing? You know what? We're doing the food. We're doing burger challenge. Big Bang Burger Challenge. So yeah, rain today. It was very exciting. It's so weird when you see rain on the forecast. What can I get for you? Take the challenge! At this time, our special campaign will not apply. I don't care, lady. I'm always overpaying for this because I'm too afraid to come here at night. As you are a second mate, the difficulty on the mission will be increased. Challenge will cost you 1,500 yen. Yeah, I don't care. Kind of, almost, sort of rich. Certainly. Now then, go take a seat and good luck. Thanks. I don't think she means that.
Thank you very much.
I really want to do one of these giant burger challenges. I've done eating competitions, but never, never a burger one. At least never this one. Never this big. Once again, time to overcome. You should conquer the challenge. You will be rewarded with an extravagant prize. A keychain. Hopefully it's a better prize than that. What did I get for the last one? I got something. I don't even think I remember what it was. Because you know what? It's not about the reward. It's about the journey you take. Or something like that. This is a tough battle. I don't think you'll have the luxury of enjoying the taste. Don't chew, just swallow. No. Oh, it has conquered us. I guess we have to get our skills up before we could actually beat this next burger challenge. Oh well. It was worth it. Oh, it was raining. Should I have actually gone to the cafe instead of done this? Alright. Well, let's see. Got our guts up. Boo, don't go home yet. Boo. So, bathhouse was Thursday, I think. What are we going to do about Kawakami? You decide not to call after all. What you want? Hey. You're living an honest life. Remember, I'm the one judging if you've been rehabilitated. Yeah, does he have to fill out reports or something like that?
Hi!
Hi! This is Becky. Oh, wait, it's you. Well, it'll be 5,000 yen with the request fee included. You know that. Is that okay with you? Wait. What is she charging me? Should I do it? Okay. What? Teacher.
I see.
Why? I'll head right away then? Did she just purposely throw out something that she didn't think I could afford? In order to not have to come over? Oh my god, is she in my room right now?
This is your room, huh? How do I put this?
Guys, imagine yourself back in high school. Or still in high school, if you're in high school currently. Now imagine your homeroom teacher, who is hopefully a girl. But actually, hopefully a guy. Now imagine him or her in a maid outfit, coming to your room. Weird, but awesome.
Never mind. So, what kind of kid are you?
I would actually hate that if that was my homeroom teacher. My homeroom teacher in high school, who I had for all 4 years, hated me. We were arch enemies. Seriously, we really didn't like each other. I never had any problem with him, never talked back to him, because I used homeroom as a time to sleep. And he really got on me for not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. By the way, this was a while ago when I was in high school. So nobody, like everything you see in media now about like athletes taking a knee for like a political reason and not doing the pledge, that was not a thing back then. A lot of people just didn't care. I remember going to baseball games. Everyone in the stadium, they didn't stand up for the Pledge of Allegiance. So it was just not a thing. So especially in high school, and I was using that time to sleep, I was not gonna stand up and do the pledge. Like I never got the point. I wasn't born in America. To me, it was really weird. I was like, why are they having people do this? So I never did that. And he hated me for it. He was like OG patriot, and he He tried to suspend me from school for that. Well, luckily I knew my rights. And that did not work out for him. I didn't know they did that. That's weird. Yeah.
The way you opposed Mr. Kamoshida, I'd say that you're earnest and have a strong sense of justice.
And again, I wasn't even making any kind of political statement. I just didn't get the whole fact that I'm pledging to a flag and to God. And I'm an atheist. And yeah, I'm a citizen now, but like, it's weird to pledge your allegiance to a country. So I just didn't do it. But more than anything, I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to sleep. I had 15 minutes to sleep in every homeroom, and that's what I did. It sounds like some cult thing. Yeah, Bill, you're not from here. So my girlfriend's not from the US either. She's Swedish, and she thinks it's the weirdest thing in the world that people in the US are forced to do this. I don't know about forced. Technically, they're not supposed to force you. But yeah, she thinks it's super weird, as well as all my international friends, about the fact that that's something that people do in the US. It's very weird. When you're not from this place, like when you're not from this country and you're not born with it and growing up with that kind of thing, it's the most awkward thing.
That being said, you called a maid service and requested me?
That's right, miss. I don't have any friends. I was really lonely.
I see. Oh, that's right. You have a criminal record.
Oh, it's not on that though. I wanted you because you're awesome and I enjoy your company.
How about this? I'll let you skip class a few times.
What? Yes? Is that what this money just bought me?
It's tough not having any place where you belong, isn't it? However, I reserve the right to change my mind if your grade's drop.
Okay.
In an exchange,
sounds good.
You won't tell anyone that I'm moonlighting as a maid. Sound good?
A maid. Sure, that's what we call it. Thanks. I promise. There.
Then it's a deal.
Yeah. Wait, really? This is vital info for the trial, or for the interrogation? Did you hire her as a maid? Yes or no? Yes, I paid 5,000 yen.
I think you pulled off so many crimes while attending school. I can't believe you managed that by yourself. There had to be someone at the school helping you.
Listen, lady, you will be amazed by my time management skills.
What do you have to say to that?
I say, fuck you, lady.
I am thou. Thou art I.
Wow.
Thou hast acquired a new vow.
That's...
It shall become the wings of
I did not think she'd be one of my confidants. This is cool.
Captivity. With the birth of the temperance persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
I'm from here and it's a little weird, but I grew up in a very political family. Yeah, the Pledge of Allegiance is something. I almost got into a fight with a guy at a hockey game for not standing up for the national anthem. Yeah, that happened. This big dude didn't know him. Started swearing at me and be like, "You need to stand the fuck up!" And I was eating and I didn't want to, like, I don't know, it was weird. I'm a huge sports fan. I've been going to sports like all, in the States and abroad, but no, especially in the States. I've been going to sports games, football games, baseball games, basketball games, and when I was younger, no one stood up. I know this because people would just talk. This is like such a new thing, and people are pretending that it's just been since forever. People have stood up for the national anthem, and it's like, yeah, no, there were always people that stood up, but it wasn't a lot. Like maybe not even half. So yeah, this dude threatened to kick my ass, and then I refused to sit up because I was like, okay, do it, go for it, bro, fight me. He didn't, and he just gave me a lot of bad looks throughout the rest of the game. But I was not about to put my hot dog down and stand up for no anthem. There's a lot of stuff on that hot dog. I don't know our national anthem, lol. Yeah, yeah, you know what? The US doesn't have the best sounding national anthem either. And Canada has a pretty good one. The former Soviet Union has a pretty bomb one. Maybe if it was more fun, then I'd do it. It was more fun to sing along to. I know it's called God Save the Queen, but I'm not interested in any part of that sentence. Yeah, you know, I actually spent a lot of time in England, by the way, when I was younger. So, yeah, I know all about God Save the Queen.
All right.
In that good old Church of England. Fusing personas of the Temperance Arcana. Yeah. Wait, slack off. Allows you to perform various activities in Kawakami's class? That sounds really good. That sounds pretty damn good.
Here with one of my students.
Yeah, what are you doing here, lady?
Well,
You want to watch TV?
should get going.
Got this sweet new DVD player.
Oh, please request me if you need any help with your housework, okay?
Just housework, though? Why?
Well, I mean, we know each other's secret, and it would really put my mind at ease.
Yeah, but do I have to pay you 5,000 yen to do this? I don't want to pay 5 grand
Besides,
to put your mind at ease.
I'm considered over the hill for this type of job, so I don't get requested that often.
Well, listen, if this lady is considered over the hill, we're having problems.
I'll show my appreciation by making it easy for you to ditch class.
It's the sexiest thing you've ever said, lady.
Just think about it, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for using our service.
Yeah. Do I rate her? Like, is there an app that I could rate her at? 5 stars. Excellent maid. Definitely not over the hill. Where are we? Are we here? Are we reading? No? Hey, isn't that detective? Phantom Thieves are kind of cool, huh? We're just getting around. Damn, this would be like the coolest news.
What do you think about that?
That calling card sent to the Madarame exhibit. Do you think?
I was wondering about
Yeah, I think it's just like the one sent to Kamoshida. People online are saying the Phantom Thieves are behind
That's
this.
not good.
There's already a fan site with a bunch of requests posted on it. Can't believe they're real-life superheroes. If it's happened twice, it's probably gonna happen again. Can't wait to see who's next. Where have you been?
All right.
So, you have your social studies trip tomorrow. Oh, hell yeah. We're going on a little trip. It's a good chance to think about your future. Be sure you're paying attention. You'd better not make a ruckus. Am I clear? It will reflect poorly on our school. Oh boy. There's a group going to a television studio this year, correct? Stan, here's a question for you. Alright.
What's the answer?
With the advent of the color TV, something else started appearing in color. Do you know what that is? Yeah. Wait, what? With the advent of the color TV, something else started appearing in color. Do you know what that is? It wasn't movies. Pencils, that sounds stupid, and underwear sounds stupid. So all of these, I'll be honest, all 4 of these kind of sound stupid and vague. They all sound stupid, but the final one seems vague. Is it dreams by default? I mean, I know it's not pencils and underwear. Movies, when do color movies happen? I feel like color movies happened way after, right? Let's go with dreams. I feel like the way I do this is always by process of elimination, and it's always worked every single time, except once. Except that one time where we totally failed. Let's do it. Dreams.
Exactly.
Boom. Before, most people's dreams were in black and white, but research shows that once color broadcast became the norm, dreams started being mostly in color. That's actually pretty cool. Really? Huh. That's really cool. What's fascinating is that people see the world in color, regardless of TV's existence. It's strange that our dreams have been in black and white until TV's inception. I guess I'll never know because I was not around for black and white TV. He actually knew that. Yeah, no, it was just a wild guess, but no, you know what? It was an educated guess. Ooh, powers of deduction. She's not a maid. That sequence was way too horny. Yeah, that lady, our teacher is definitely not cleaning anyone's stuff. Maybe to her students, but the other men who are old enough to pay for her full services are getting quite the deal. In the future, if 3D televisions would become normal, it'll let us sense flavor, smell, heat. The dream might become indistinguishable from reality.
That's incredible.
Dreams with flavor? I could get behind that. I feel like there's probably people out there that have dreams and flavor, right? Am I crazy? It seems like that'd be a thing.
Hey,
Sounds like the principal's trying to get info on the students. Why do you think he's doing that? Oh, because he's an asshole. It's probably because Mr. Kamoshida, right? Considering what happened with Shizui-san. I heard Principal Kobayakawa knew about the sexual harassment too and just turned a blind eye to it. I bet he wants to snuff out any rumors now. Even the volleyball team told me to keep quiet. Was told to keep quiet. That's the worst. So, what he's using Nijima Senpai for? Ah. Yeah, about time someone figured this out. Yeah, rumor has it she knew as well. Isn't that horrible? She acts all noble about it too. Nijima Senpai knew? I need to start reacting like that in real life. What is the meaning of this, Principal Kobayawa? Why did you post that notice? It was all for your sake. Look at his shit-eating grin. Look at that face. Ugh. That's like a... He kind of has a Jabba the Hutt kind of face, doesn't he? I thought the more information you had, the easier investigation will become. And... Did any information arise in the case I asked you to look into? I was like, nah, no, but my life is kind of ruined. I will pass the details along if anything comes up. Right now, there is a more pressing issue. It appears that there are students at Shujin who are being threatened by a criminal organization.
What?
What? A student who saw your posting came to us looking for help. I'd like to request a countermeasure. Isn't this some sort of mistake? I can't believe this would happen to the students of our academy. I can't believe that. Definitely. I'm surprised this hasn't happened earlier. Now is no time for such problems. There are still lingering concerns regarding the Phantom Thieves.
No, but...
But we received a request for help. I'm rather busy at the moment. If you wish to do something, you still need to act on you'll need to act on your own. Sir! Are you sure about this? I'm still investigating your case as well. Yeah, you'll be fine. You're only the valedictorian who studies all day. My intentions have borne fruit. This criminal organization must be the connecting factor. If you pursue this criminal issue, you'll surely find clues about the Phantom Thieves. But that's absurd. So let's say this rumor is true. Do you intend to ignore those students in trouble? Your sister would have solved this easily if you weren't. Oh, wow, yeah. Her sister is, pretty sure we know who she is. My expectation of you are very high. I hope you don't disappoint. It's like a little moan. Oh no, we back at school. So what kind of person would be a bigger target than Madarame? I wonder. I guess I'd have to be someone who's the talk of the town. That's quite a vague prerequisite. Don't we have any more specific ideas? I don't know. What would that be? Career politician? I mean, the career politician, we already know. We're going to be dealing with that man soon. Well, sooner than later, I hope. Interesting line of thought. Either way, we'll need a lead before we begin anything. We'll just have to look for that as we go. If only there was a big target just lying around for us. Yeah. What about the principal? I guess we know that he's a bad guy. These guys don't really know yet. Hey, tomorrow's field trip is to the TV station, isn't it? Maybe our next target will be a celebrity. Hey! She didn't tell the others about what Mishima told you? Okay. Where are the others? Where is everyone? No? No? Okay. Do I go to the hangout? Wait, what day is it? It is Wednesday. Wednesday. Okay, Wednesday's a good day. Because on Wednesday, we could do trivia at LeBlanc. But for now, let's go to the hideout. Let's go to the hideout. Oh. Girl, I saw you. What you doing? What you doing? Oh, what a coincidence. Were you perhaps going back to the scene of that crime? This book is so good, I just can't stop reading it. I hope the next volume comes out soon. I would just not go there at that point. Be like, I text and I'd be like, guys, we have someone creeping on us. Everyone online is getting really excited about us. It kind of makes me happy to see the reaction. Shouldn't I have told him what Mishima knows? Oh, shit. Should we do it? I think we have to go in. I think. View requests?
Well then.
What?
Oh.
Wait, what's going on? What's this? Skip. Crap. Should I have been like paying attention to all this? Crap, okay. Could we really leave something that's important to someone else? Desires of the Memento shadows are nothing compared to those palace rulers. Still, we need to unanimously agree on our target. Anyway, let's get to discussing intel we've gathered. Start with this one first. The intel is an arrogant brown-haired bully. He's a student at Shujin Academy. Things have gone a little too far for the bullying though, abusing and blackmailing kids.
I'm gonna make him pay.
Perfect target, let's take him down. Are you sure you aren't just excited to get the mementos? Again, we can't really leave a guy like that be. We should go. Still more. Next is intel on a sadistic student. It sounds like she's been treating a particular male student as a slave against us as well. For example, she'll give him degrading orders or berate him in public. That has to be Mishima. She's acting like a dominatrix to a guy that doesn't want that. That's horrible. We'll need to whip her heart instead.
Very well.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. Wait, I have to pick? I could have sworn that... I could have sworn that this would have just been something we could just go and do everything, knock it all out. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. So... That's it? I guess so I have to explore mementos? Okay, so it looks like I can do this.
Alright, I'm gonna bust loose.
I don't know if there's anything else better to do that day, but I've been holding these off a bit. May as well try our best to knock out 2 of them. That will be good. Yeah, bust time. It's gonna be really hard picking who you want to stay with you after a bit, after you have enough. After you have way more people. Wait, what's this? What the hell's happening? What? What was that?
A new area has been confirmed in the depths. Updating guidance information.
This is it?
Okay.
It looks like the places we can go is expanded again.
Do you have anybody with a confuse attack? I'm not quite sure.
It's because we made Madarame's palace disappear, right?
I think I had someone. I could have sworn An had it. Because I remember trying to use it a bunch of times, and it kept failing. Why? Is it a good attack that I should be using?
Most likely, I think.
But I also may have gotten rid of it to make room. I'm not sure. We'll see. I think An had it though.
How far does this mementos run anyway?
Some of the bosses will throw out shitloads of money if you confuse them. Seriously? I assumed I could never use it on bosses. But you know what? I used it on
Huge. Extremely.
one of the big bosses. And it kept missing. So I was like, I guess I can't use it on bosses. So in Mementos, you're saying I could use them on the bosses here. Memento bosses? Okay, thanks.
It's like he's kind of flaky as our chief of operations. Don't you want him to try a bit harder too?
The cat does good.
You didn't have to add that cat part.
Ah, there's no making Morgana happy, is there?
I don't fully understand, but mementos and the palaces are related to each other, correct?
I don't like saying the word mementos so often because I keep thinking of Mentos, the mint. Are they mints or are they just candy? Candy mints?
Changing the hearts of evildoers to ascertain its full
That's all I can think of.
expanse.
Mentos tastes pretty good, by the way. There's some fruity ones that are amazing. Alright, well, Mr. Cat, I'm leaving you behind. You are not going to be in my party going forward. You can quick travel with the mementos. Open the map with R1, select mementos overview, and choose where you want to go. This can be done in certain locations, such as entrance, train platforms. Got it.
Joker.
Something for you before you head in there. Goho MX ×2. What's that? Target's really in there, huh? Definitely. I'm sensing them deeper than before. The presence is certainly here. So here's a question about mementos. If I could have sworn this game said something about them being randomly generated. So they're different everywhere you go. Every time you enter, it would be kind of different. Maybe I'm misremembering that. No, I do not. No. Actually, stay here.
You got it.
Oh, okay. I never have to focus. Okay, cool. So my party's just gonna stay the same now. Start partway in or start from the beginning? What's the difference? Partway in, I guess? Oh, what's this? I've never done this before. What the hell? End area 2? Okay. Each floor is randomly generated, but the floors have set things that can appear, I think. Got it. So that explains this little thing that we just saw on the map. At the same time. Ooh, is this the bully? Good. Let's take this bully out.
Oh.
Takanashi's shadow, huh? That guy's bullying is really bad. From what I hear, it's mostly blackmail, taking money from people, that kind of thing. If we don't make him have a change of heart, his bullying might get even worse.
Let's go.
Let's go. Hey, ho, let's go. This guy's a bully? Pathetic. It's not my fault. It's theirs for not standing up for themselves. I mean, what kind of logic is that? Like, what? I mean, okay, so what if they stood up for themselves? What if you're bigger and you kick their ass? What's the excuse then? It's still not my fault. They shouldn't have had any money on them. Yeah, you get a full reward. It only works on noob enemies, though. Oh, I will take that. That's awesome. I'm actually really glad I got that. Whose perk is that? I forgot who gave me that. You're the lowest of low, bullying people weaker than you, knowing they can't fight back. The hell? You're all ganging up on me too? Are you Phantom Thieves, some kind of gang? Sure. Protectors of justice, my ass. Don't act high and mighty with me. You don't know anything. I always imagine them powering up. Oh, this guy. That must mean we have to know his weakness. Not him. So this should be really damn easy. I think. I already told you I didn't do anything wrong. Didn't do nothing wrong, hear me? Listen to me, damn it.
We should check its affinity.
Check its affinity. Why don't I know its weakness? I have this. Okay. Well then, I guess we could try a bunch of different things. The hell? What's that? What's that? Well, I don't know what that status debuff is. Let's go. Bufu? I feel like he's gonna just absorb this, isn't he? Well, might as well do it in the start. No, he doesn't. Even though he's a frosty mofo. Okay, let's see. Confuse. No, I don't have confuse. I think I maybe got rid of it. Yeah. Fire should just kill him instantly. Okay, so what is this debuff I have on me right now? I'm not quite sure what this is. What about you? Do I have anything here? Defense. Ooh, increased defense. Oh, that's just for one ally. I guess we could skull crack this man.
Go down.
Oh, so easy. If it's a technical, can I just use regular melee? Oh wow, got lightning on him? Finish him. Wow, that did not finish him. This will finish him, it better. Thank you. I'm kind of afraid to lose Ryuji's weapon for that steel pipe, even if it's better. Damn, look at all those level ups. We're almost level 20. But if I don't do it, they're gonna hurt me. I don't want people. What? I don't want people taking my money from me anymore? What? Is this like a bully bullying people back? If I don't go after him, I'm the one who's gonna get bullied. I can't take it. I just can't. Oh, I get it now. There's an even bigger bully ordering this guy around who's behind all this. Damn, it's like a pyramid scheme of bullies. Hey, didn't you just say it's people's own fault for not standing up for themselves? That's their, please help me. Alright, we'll help. Thank you, wonderful Phantom Thieves. This guy, fickle fellow, isn't he? I'm counting on you, you guys promised. Fine, but you better apologize for those people you bullied. Yeah, okay. I'm so sorry. Hell yeah, and we got some protein. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's that. What's now? You're gonna keep exploring? I don't know. Yeah, let's keep going. There's at least one more thing we can do. If I was to watch someone's playthrough, I'd have to be really careful. Because a lot of people probably talk about the differences between the original, and they'd probably spoil something for me. Ooh, it's the S&M lady. S&M. So, you're the pigs who wrote that calling card online. Why do I deserve this, because you're a bitch. You're picking on some bit. She's picking on Mishima. It has to be Mishima. It's because you made some guy your slave. That's all kind of wrong right there. That's what he wants. He worships me more than any god you know. What if he's actually secretly into this? Like, what if he's like, you know, like he sent us there to get her, but secretly he's just like in his room, like touching himself, like, yeah, this is cool. I don't know where to begin to explain how you're wrong. I beat him and I hurt him, and he sees it as a sign of our love and friendship. He's so happy.
Hold a moment.
You are so delusional.
It's all about
I'm pretty and my grades are good. It's my... I'm pretty and my grades are good. It's my right to order people around. You know what? I gotta give it to her, because normally really pretty girls often feel entitled just because of that, and you're like, well, at least you're stupid. This girl's like, listen, I'm beautiful and I'm fucking smart. I can do whatever I want, and I'm not even gonna argue that. If you are that combination in life, you can get very far. I'll start by giving orders to you pigs. Lick my shoes, peasants. Okay. Oh, she's a badass. Look at that. I want to capture that. Holy shit. Too bad I can't, right? I'll never give you up, Makoto. He belongs to me. Being my slave is what makes him happy. Okay.
I don't know. Let's go.
Let's start. Let's see. Oni Kagura. Oh. What the hell's that?
I appreciate it.
Oh, that's so awesome. That's the first time. That's the first time someone's done that. Increase attack. Well, we'll do that later once we know the weakness. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Is it fire? Increase attack for 1 fold for 3 turns. Decrease attack. Well, let's try fire this time around. Good. She's weak to it. We can't really talk to her. I assume we can't capture whatever that is. That'd be like my new favorite persona if we could become that. Damn, that only did 86? I feel like I could have done more damage with just a fire attack. Not that. So, who's my persona right now? Floppo? Whose fire is stronger? Do I only have one person with fire though? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah, Floppo, okay. Guess we're sticking with fire. She actually has a lot more health. The last person I just fought here died, just rolled over instantly. Kill! Morgana, pretending he's cooperating, helping us here. Alright, let's see. Increase accuracy, evasion? No. What if we try medium attack? Die! Did you just scream die? Damn, just missed like that. Increase attack, 1 ally for 3 turns. Oh, easy. There we go. Her fire's gonna kick ass. Kick some A, man. Boom. Here we go. Destroy. Oh, 114. Sexy. Dude, seriously, she's like... She looks so cool. Done. Maxed out characters in normal mode are ridiculous. Yeah, hey, congratulations by the way, Joe. I'm sure it's I bet you crush everyone right now. So is there anything to talk about? No, she can't let me her power, right? If I do this right now? Don't have time for someone who's late for you? Yeah, okay. I had to try. Sorry. And it's like one of those things in life where you know the answer. You know, like, almost 100%. And you're like, oh, man, there's no harm in trying, right? And then you do it, and you feel like a failure. You're like, oh. Yeah, that was dumb. Level up.
All right, level up.
All right, level up. But do I get cool stuff? 240 health. I wonder who has the most health for me. Quapo, hell yeah. Resist, forget.
Badass!
2 spells. That's good. It's really good. And look, her magic is at 17. That's super strong. Hey, does anyone know what EN is? I forget what EN is. So, strength, magic, agility, and luck? I don't know what EN is. Does anyone know what EN does? Because I only have 4 there. It's not very good, but it's something. No, 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 no! I don't want to lose him. He's mine. He's mine, isn't he? No, you said it best. Keep this up and he'll hate you. Endurance, I think? So defense? Oh, that would make sense, because she's a fragile little fairy, so I guess she probably wouldn't have the highest defense. Just judging off looks. I beat Airbuster in like 30 seconds, but that's just because of cutscenes? Brother, that's crazy. How hard do your characters hit? Would you start treating him like that?
What was I
Just
doing?
kept going along with it, so I misunderstood and I thought I could do anything I wanted. Actually, I wanted to be more than friends with him.
Huh?
More than friends? You mean like as a boyfriend? Yes, I had a crush on him, but then I got possessive. Those feelings got out of control.
Yeah.
Be careful that you don't make things worse for yourself than they already are. That was kind of a cool fight. She seemed like a horror character from, not a horror character. Yeah, like a character from a horror movie. And then she turned into one, so that was cool. That treasure has shown itself. A new whip for on. Way overdue. Sadism is just a sign of love. For some people it is. As long as it's consensual.
I have something.
Cool. Sweet. I think that's it. I think that's the only ones we had to really do down here. Is there a way to check how close I am to leveling? Because if... would that be in stats? How far along until I level? Okay, see, these are my stats, my personas. Do you guys see... It says total experience. What does that even mean? Oh, next level, 1,329? Is that much? I don't know if I should try to just level him to 20 down here, and then leave. But, I don't know. There's really no great area to do this. Oh, a new part. That's cool. Doesn't this look different from how it was before? Yeah, it looks way creepier. Okay. It's quite marvel to find a subway system down here. Earth to Yusuke, it's always been like that. Oh shit, I don't know. I'm not beleaguered?
You dare.
Am I gonna get him? I can resonate with that. Ah, that time spent has awakened me to the truth! Yes! Okay, it sucks that I have to ditch someone for this, but... Shadow of this place, I've resided in the sea of the human soul since ancient times. My name is Archangel. That is your name as well, do not forget this. Hell yeah, maybe it's good that I stuck around for a bit then. Gained Archangel Mask. Stock full! Alright, what to get rid of? What do I get rid of? Crap, I don't know these by name. What Kelpie has... Okay, let's check them all out. Kelpie's my only wind one, right? No, so Kelpie's kind of useless. Resist Brainwash is the only thing Kelpie has. Grinding. Oh, RuneScape is grinding. It's awful. Just click and wait for action to finish. Then click again. Sorry for the novels. Joe, you have never written a novel. No, I don't mind reading your novels, guys, if you write a lot. I have no problem with that. I just feel bad asking you a question that's like, here, explain this game. And then you have to write a ton and you're like, ugh. No, feel free to write as much as you want. I think it's cool. I want to know as much as I can, even about RuneScape and stuff like that. I feel I should know more about RuneScape. I did the same thing earlier with Hollow Knight. Yeah, Hollow Knight. I wonder if I could just download Hollow Knight straight onto here. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get rid of this person. because resist brainwash is all he has. See ya, Kelpie. Bye.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's cool. And we already registered Kelpie, so it's really not much of a loss.
Okay.
It's actually not a loss at all. Are we retreating? Yes. Let's go back to the real world. It's been so long in here, I don't even remember the real world anymore. Whoa.
Back.
PPP. Next time I hear someone's phone go off, I'll be like, didn't you hear your phone, PPP? I did. I know how we're gonna go to that TV station tomorrow, right? I'm thinking we might find our next target there. Ah, that's right. You always hear about how celebrities are involved in all sorts of shady business. You're absolutely right. Let's be honest. Shady stuff. Especially back in the day. Guys, old school Hollywood is so full of just like mob connections, and way more so than it is right now. Now, all of that stuff is strangely legal, but with that much money, they probably got their fingers in all sorts of dirty business. Phrasing has quite the immoral ring to it. Dude, you always react to the weirdest stuff. True. Anyway, we get to observe a live recording of a show, right? Maybe we're gonna be on TV. I hope not. We'll just be in the crowd, remember? Any TV appearance would be like 2 seconds. Try not to pull any fanciful stunts to garner attention, okay? Hey, buddy. Feels like it's been a while. Still carrying that cat around on your back. I'm surprised you don't get stiff shoulders. Damn, you just called Morgana fat. Oh, hi, people. Spam mail. I'm getting my information. You remember the cyber attack? Tens of thousands of people. Personal information was leaked. Oh, right. I heard about those hackers. I heard they've been causing damage around the world. They act like they've been fighting an unjust system, but there's still a problem with people like us. Thank you for the curry. It was delicious. Yeah, man. Speaking of curry, can we make some curry? Do you finally have supplies? It looks like you do. What? No. I don't want to go sleep. I want to make a curry. Morgana, you suck.
Hey,
Fine. She's bullying me into sleep every day. Someone has to do something about this. Someone has to stand up for me. Thursday we can go to the bathhouse. Hopefully we can do that after the field trip.
And that's why we recruit sponsors to help make TV shows. I'm sure you know about commercial breaks. Well, those are actually sponsor-related product placements to sum things up. Ratings are vitally important for a station's production funding, and...
What a fun field trip. Hackers, you say? Yes, indeed. Hackers. This is interesting, so sleepy. Everyone knows that.
Chill, man.
For example, soap opera reruns are shown in the day, whereas
When
alluring
Ryuji tells me to
newswomen
chill.
are broadcast at night. Thus, the scheduling department is where we decide what time we broadcast which program.
Cool.
I suppose you could
'Kay.
say it's the place where the scheduling is determined.
Schedule is important with this game.
This get any more obvious?
No.
So sleepy.
Oh boy, I'm getting bored just listening to her, this lady talk.
Taken from the footage in order to cut down the program
Japan
to
has
the
some
desired
really,
length.
really wacky game shows though. I don't know if you guys have ever seen
Place
any.
where this film to footage is edited would be the editing room.
Wow. Is it though?
How much longer does this go?
Can we sneak out?
I'm not gonna pass.
Ryuji, you just told me to chill about how boring this is. Who's that? Famous person? Is he a host?
What's going on? I can't stand all this noise.
A famous newscaster.
Hey, asshole!
Damn, on a field
My
trip.
apologies. I'll have them leave right away.
What the hell?
Now then, it's time for a bit of hands-on experience.
Okay. Okay, man.
Who does that jerk think he is?
Who knows?
Hey there. You want to be on TV?
Hey. Yeah.
Huh?
Wow, what a creep.
You've got a slamming bod after all.
Slamming bod. What a douche.
I'm on a school trip.
Just give me a call if you're interested. I'd greatly welcome a message from you, day or night.
Probably 16, right?
yeah.
I guess she could be 17. Once again,
Welcome my ass. It's
this
obvious
seems to not be a problem in Japan.
Do these rotten adults care about anything other than looks? I'll yank their stupid hearts out, damn it.
Will you
Damn.
quiet down? You're supposed to be acting like good students
How do we
today.
sneak in on, or Morgana, onto this field
I
trip?
understand you're bored, but please don't cause any trouble, okay?
This is Miss Kawakami. I know you were bored too.
Well, let's have you see what it's like to be an AC. Oh, that stands for assistant camera.
Wow, so
When
cool.
we're moving cameras, we need people who will get the cables from getting tangled up.
I love that they got the guy with like the douchiest voice to do this too.
The blonde will do. He seems like he's got energy to spare anyway.
Oh.
Guy next to him. You can come too if you're feeling lonely. Come on, hurry up and grab the cables.
What? American Ninja Warrior was lifted from Japanese TV, and Power Rangers were modeled after the 1970s Japanese Spider-Man. The Power Rangers thing, I did not know. American Ninja Warrior, yeah, that was. Also, Wipeout, lifted directly from a Japanese version of that, which was way better. And they played it in the US with subtitles, and not subtitles, but just like dubbing, which was kind of hilarious. But, yeah.
Oh, what a pain in the ass! This is totally killing my vibe.
We fought valiantly against the long cables. So valiantly. Are we gonna sneak around this movie studio?
So pissed off! Aren't we supposed to be guests? Why the hell do we have to be doing manual labor?
Yeah.
This is bullshit! Going to the bathroom didn't even make me feel better.
Damn.
Quiet down, will you? I get how you
Oh,
feel,
on.
though.
It must be so much easier
Sucks for the
having a
both of us.
slamming body.
Oh, we gotta do more of this tomorrow, too?
Is it a 2-day field
No
trip?
flaking out, Ryuji.
I know. I gotta be a good boy, right?
I'm not gonna lie, this would actually be a pretty cool field trip back in high school.
Phantom Thieves
If I could go to something like this.
And that reminds me, we get to go home straight from here today.
I would have loved to be on
We
set
don't spend much
early on
time
like
in this
that
area,
and really get a
so why
taste
don't
for
we
it.
relax and check out some
Even though
shops
it's kind of, it
beforehand?
would be in a pretty sterile environment, especially if it's some game show, whatever. I still think it'd be cool.
Oh, I know a place. I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here.
Hell yeah, pancake looking
It
place.
looks delicious. What was that?
Oh, you mean Dometown?
Hell yeah, Dometown.
The round part is a baseball stadium, then along the outside, they've got an amusement park.
It's right in the middle of a business area, but they have some pretty hardcore rides there, too.
Pretty hardcore.
All right, let's go. I'll show you just how courageous I am.
What is going on right now?
Going on a scary ride doesn't really prove any kind of courage.
Damn, on. Okay.
Cats can get on anyways.
Yeah, yes. Morgana
Really?
can't do anything.
Really? You might be able to sneak in if you stay in the bag, but you'd totally puke if you did.
Yeah, they wouldn't even let you bring a bag onto a roller coaster though.
But, let's just go to Dometown. I'm really feeling it now.
Me too. My stomach's ready for roller coasters.
I think I'll pass on the puke rides.
Oh? Who's this?
Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice your uniforms. Are you students of Shujin Academy?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you want?
I happened to be passing by, so it seemed polite to greet you. We'll be filming together, after all.
Are we?
Where are my manners? My name is Goro Akechi.
Goro Akechi. Cool name. Goro.
Filming? What? You a celebrity?
Yeah, he's totally a celebrity.
Only to the extent of appearing on TV a couple of times.
Ah.
Oh.
Oh. Well, you didn't say you've been on TV a few
My
times.
apologies. I truly was just passing by. I must be going. There's a briefing for tomorrow's recording that I have to attend.
Okay.
So you're
You
going to
had
go
me
have
on
cake
been
now?
on TV a couple times.
I missed lunch today, so I'm quite hungry myself.
Cake?
Huh? Cake? What are you talking about?
I gotta say,
Oh, am I mistaken?
there's some
I thought I heard something about
bomb-ass
delicious
food
pancakes.
on sets. I'd be happy with pizza in that case. Sorry, I totally went off on a tangent there, guys.
That guy's gotta
Very
be some
passionate
kinda
about food on
startup
set.
entertainer or something.
He's never gonna get popular with that kind of hair, though.
Damn.
You don't get it.
It's fine. We'll see him again tomorrow anyways.
I have a lot of weird and fun set stories, though.
Come on, let's get a Downtime.
If anyone ever wants to hear any. Ooh, what is this? I was a chef, so hopefully I'm part of your good experiences. What kind of food were you specializing in? Or was it just whatever they asked you, you made? A college town full... Suidobashi? A college town full of fun places, such as all-weather stadium. Ultimate urban leisure, enjoy the arcades, spas, theme parks, and more. You'll become a data expert. Oh, so maybe I could bring dates here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It keeps saying I could invite people to places like this, but...
Hey, can we skip the vomit machines and get cake instead?
Yeah, I'm all for that. They filmed Homeland here? Oh, cool, you worked on that set. Yeah, then you must have Homeland. That's a pretty big budget show. Sure you made some good food then. I hope you did for their sake. I feel like I'm gonna puke, for real, my stomach's churning. This is why I spoke against it. Dude, it's not fair using your cathood as an excuse at only at times like this. Anyways, are you guys feeling hungry? How about some pancakes? Joe, speaking of, I don't know if you worked on one of those food trucks, but whenever I'm on set and it's like a high production budget, or the budget is high in because the film or the show is high production, they always have breakfast food trucks. You know, you get there like 4:30, 5:30 in the morning, 6:30, and they always ask you what you want. I've developed a go-to breakfast that is weird because I've never seen it at a restaurant. It's just, I don't know if you guys like quesadillas. Try a breakfast quesadilla if you can, with avocados and bacon. So it's like eggs, and yeah, it's good. It's my go-to meal. Well, when others can make food on set, I can't make them on my own. Quesadillas aren't that hard, I guess, but I never put in that kind of time.
Well then.
I need to just do like a let's talk, what are they called on Twitch? People that just talk. I need to make a channel like that and just talk about food all the time. No one would watch, but I'll be there. Be like, today we are talking about this dish. They're gonna film us at the TV station tomorrow, right? Well, try not to stand out too much. That's what Ryuji's for. Okay. What you want, Morgana?
Hey.
That place is called Dome-town, right? Let's go again with someone else if you ever have free time. Morgana wants to go there? Okay. This is evening. What can we do? Can we make some lockpicks? Let's not do that today. Oh, okay. Bitch. I hate you. Morgana's becoming my least favorite character just because of this. And I know it's not his fault. But it's not funny anymore. These comments. R.I.P. in peace, fraud. LMAO. This site still up, LOL. Damn. People are savage. Friday. Friday we can't really do anything. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Because we have a field trip. Hey Daro, how are you, man? There's a food and drink section, but mostly people making food and drink. You're thinking just chatting? Yeah, I'm thinking of just chatting. Yeah, I don't think I can cook on camera. Because I'm filming right now on my laptop. So, hey guys, look, this stream is getting a little better. I got these lights. I don't know how long the batteries will last for, but a little light experiment. I don't know if you guys like them, if it adds to the vibe, but I'm trying it out. Mr. Akechi! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's Mr. Akechi! So exciting. Hey, isn't that the guy from yesterday?
Cutting back from commercial. 7, 6, 5 seconds till start. 4.
And now, on to the hottest meet and greet segment of our show.
Okay.
After his last appearance was so well received, we decided to bring back this fine gentleman today.
Oh, wow.
It's the high school detective, Goro Akechi.
High school detective.
Hello there.
Oh,
Thank
Goro.
you for taking the time
So
to join
cool.
us today, Akechi-kun. Your popularity is stunning.
Even I found it to be quite a surprise. It is a bit embarrassing, though.
Moving along, we've been told there's a case on your mind right now. Care to share, Detective?
Ah, yes. That would be the scandal involving the master artist.
Oh, is this guy gonna be
Madarame.
trying to solve this crime?
There it is! All of this Phantom Thief excitement has caught your attention too, Akechi-kun. Allow me to be blunt for
How
just
could it
a
not?
second. What do you think of these justice-oriented Phantom Thieves?
Please tell me you like him.
If they truly are heroes of justice, I sincerely hope they exist.
A wise man.
Oh, so you don't deny the possibility that they're real?
Can't
I may
ignore
not
them.
seem like it,
Too
but I
strong.
sometimes wish that Santa Claus actually existed. Although, if he did,
Don't we all?
I'd have to arrest him for breaking and entering.
So funny. Oh my god. Goro.
But hypothetically speaking, if these Phantom Thieves are real, I believe they should be tried in a court of law.
Dude.
That's
I guess we are vigilantes though, aren't we?
Crimes. Some people even say that the thieves are actually helping their victims abandon their evil ways.
Yeah, is this really vigilante work? I mean, this is like next level stuff.
What the artist Madarame did truly was an unforgivable crime. However, they're taking the law into their own hands by judging him. It is far from justice.
I mean...
You should never forcefully change a person's heart.
I mean...
You have
why
a point.
not?
These people are calling themselves.
No, this
the
is a pretty
Phantom
nuanced
Thieves,
issue, actually.
after all.
If you were to really talk about, if you really
Amazing
think this
as
through.
always, Akechi-kun. I could listen to you for days.
A lot
You
of
have the most
philosophical
radiant
things come to
charisma.
mind as to why this could actually be the wrong thing, or where the morality here really is.
I would be embarrassed if it turns out these Phantom Thieves don't exist. If that were the case, I'd summarize it into a report as a school project.
Now then,
Is he seriously a high
let's
school
try
student?
asking some students the same age as Akechi-kun about the Phantom Thieves. First,
Ooh, ask me,
please
ask me.
press your button now if you think the Phantom Thieves exist.
Of course they do.
Oh. Most people are gonna say they don't.
30% or so. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I
Akechi-kun?
figured. I was a chef for like 20 years, so I've done all kinds of stuff, but generally for catering, the client dictates what we make based on our sales team's list of items. I've done it for multiple restaurants, never worked a food truck, but I have a few friends that own them. I love food trucks. There's so many here in LA. There's just like every corner. Anything you want. Back when I lived in Chicago, there used to be a food truck that made mac and cheese, pretty much specifically. That was pretty much all they made, I think. Keep saying pretty much. And they would drive around and you would ping your address, because I think when I lived in Chicago, you couldn't really have standard food trucks just park in a location. I think they can now, but yeah, you would ping, they would drive by mostly college campuses and it would make the best mac and cheese. Like some of the best I've ever had. I noticed the lights, bless you. Thanks, man. I like them.
I'm a bit surprised.
They're pretty cool. I might mess with the
That's higher than I
colors.
was expecting. I'd love to hear some more detailed opinions on the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Okay. Oh, is it me?
All right, let's try
Yeah.
asking this student here.
Ask me.
Hypothetically speaking, what are your thoughts on these Phantom Thieves if they were real?
My thoughts, eh? They are justice itself. Strong
You
answer.
say that with such firmness.
I do. Akechi.
This completely goes against the opinion you had about them being tried by law, Akechi-kun.
Indeed. It's rather intriguing to hear such a strong acknowledgement.
He's suspicious?
In that case, there's one more question I'd like to ask.
Yeah, give me your follow-up. I got you.
If someone close to you, for example, your friend next to you,
Yes.
if his heart suddenly changed, wouldn't you think it was the work of the Phantom Thieves?
Damn, I didn't think of that. Interesting. I want to say they only target criminals, but I already know the obvious follow-up to that. What would you think?
Ah, throwing the question back at me. Well, this is my opinion on the
That's right.
topic. Whether the thieves' actions are good or not, I feel there is a more important issue at hand.
What's that?
What do you mean?
The matter of how they change people's hearts. If they
Yeah,
honestly
try to
possess
figure this
that
out, buddy.
ability, it could be used for more than extracting confessions.
Yeah, I could totally see this used in a not so great way.
It could be that what seem to be ordinary crimes are actually being perpetrated by these methods.
You know, you're absolutely right.
Oh, please don't misunderstand. This is all purely hypothetical.
I guess he doesn't know a lot about how the
It is
Phantom
only
Thieves
if
work,
people
though.
who can use such a power truly exist. Either way, though, this cannot be ignored. The
Cannot be
existence
ignored.
of the Phantom Thieves would be nothing but a threat to our everyday lives. To be honest, I'm already
Wow.
working alongside the police to help
Yeah,
sort out
I
this
mean,
matter.
like I said, it's a nuanced issue, but this is shady to give people this kind of power. The question is, it seems like they can only enter people's palaces if they're really, really bad, though. But what makes someone really, really bad? Isn't that kind of subjective at the end of the day? What is really bad to me is not really bad to someone else.
Kinda seemed like what he was saying might be right.
Yeah, let's quit. Let's never do this again.
He made it sound like we're the baddies. I don't like it.
It's not exactly what he said.
That stuff about the police. Do you think it's for real?
He can say whatever he wants. The justice of it all is something we can decide for ourselves.
Preach it.
Oh, sorry. I gotta go take a leak. Can you guys wait here? I'll be right back.
We never
Oh
saw
my
him
God.
again.
I'm gonna keep going, okay?
One of my friends owns a food truck that just makes grilled cheese and tomato soup. They have grilled cheese and cheese sandwich with bacon? Grilled mac and cheese and... Oh my god. Wait, let me read it again. They have a grilled mac and cheese sandwich with bacon. That sounds awesome. And tomato soup. I'm not a huge fan, but I love mac and cheese. I love grilled cheese sandwich with it. There's nothing that goes better together. So good.
Oh, it's you.
Level of distortion in someone's heart creates it, but you have to explain everything to get that point. Yeah, I figure there's no way he knows half the things that we know through this experience, so he might change his mind on some things. But it still begs to question,
I'm glad I found you. I wanted to thank you in person.
is there no way to enter the palace of someone who is kind of good? I don't know.
To paraphrase Hegel, advancement cannot occur without both thesis and antithesis.
Because I guess if you think about it, in this world of Persona 5, since these palaces exist, there is a there is a line of good and evil, like right and wrong. Like there's some creator, it seems like some god or some sort of morality, whether it's karma or something. Something like that has to exist here for these palaces to exist. I don't know, am I taking this too far? It seems like the natural progression of thought, if you can only enter bad people's palaces, because that means then there is definitive bad and evil. That is objective instead of subjective. If you only had one last meal, what would you choose? Oh, that's such a hard question. Anthony, I am such an indecisive person when it comes to food. The first answer that comes to mind, and this might literally be the answer, is Chicago deep dish pizza from Giordano's. I know it's not the fanciest deep dish pizza place and it's a chain. Don't care. That is my favorite thing. There's also this Russian meal. It's like it's technically Georgian, but I grew up eating it. They're called hachipuri. Man, I don't even know how to spell that. But anyway, hachipuri. It's this super flaky dough. It's many layers, almost like I think of a croissant. And there's just a ton of them. And on the inside, there's a bunch of different melted cheeses, like several different types. They're not just like, like cheddar and mozzarella, not like there's a little feta, which I hate feta, but it totally works here. And they're all in there, and they make them in it's a traditional Georgian dish for the country, not the state. And but former Soviet Union, all the same, I guess. And they would cook them in these igloo-looking ovens, and they come out so flaky and tender, and the cheese is so hot and melt. It's amazing. Well, that and my pizza answer clearly points you in a direction. Hopefully that kind of answers it, Anthony. Questions have answers. I'm not saying anything beyond that. Yes, indeed they do. I hope this game kind of starts to delve into the topic of good and evil. And
what
why
I mean is that our discussion was quite meaningful.
It's I'm really curious about that. I would totally not mind it getting very meta.
Few people around me are so willing to speak their minds as freely as you did earlier. Adults are only interested in using the young. While they simply do as the adults say.
Yeah, but I was also throwing a microphone in my face, so I guess I could have just froze up, but...
I feel like our discussions could prove quite fruitful. Would you mind talking with me again?
I don't know, man. You seem to be kind of investigating us. But fine by me, because I enjoy these conversations.
Thank you. It makes me glad to hear that. The students from Shugen are truly quite interesting. I look forward to...
not all of us are.
Well then.
What about you, Anthony? Same thing with the rest of you guys that are watching. What would be your final meal if you had just one last meal to go? And my drink would be a cream soda.
Guy to get involved with. There's probably a lot we
Akechi.
can learn from him, though.
It seems the detective, Akechi, has taken a liking to me. Is he going to be a confidant? He has to be, right? New person we'll be interacting with. Yeah. Don't catch me, Akechi.
I can't believe you evaded the police's network until today.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
The only logical explanation is that someone in the police has ties to the Phantom Thieves.
Yes.
Explain yourself.
Explain yourself. No. I'll be nice to her.
I am thou.
Sweet.
Thou art
Another
I.
confidant today.
Thou hast acquired.
This is awesome. This is like my favorite acquisitions in this game, when you get confidants.
With the birth of the Justice persona,
Justice?
I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
Okay. The Justice persona. Look at that. Goro Akechi.
Alright.
Damn, I wish I had a friend named Goro. Even just Goro Akechi. Just because it's fun to say, and it sounds badass.
Sorry for taking so long. Wait, was that Akechi?
It's a very long piss, my friend.
I can't stand that high and mighty attitude. Just breathing the same air as it makes me sick. Come on.
Gross.
Let's go.
Okay. Where to now? Home? Are we done for the night? Can I do anything? What a boring field trip. We didn't even find any worthwhile targets. It proved to be a bit fruitful. That Akechi bastard, thinking about what he said is just pissing me off again. He clearly tried to discredit everything we're doing. He just had to say it on live TV too. Don't be so sour. There are, without a doubt, people we have saved. Those people could not have been saved if not for the heroics of the Phantom Thieves. I am living proof of that. Aw, what a nice thing to say. Still, what was that Akechi-kun said actually wrong? I feel like he had a point. He did. Why you gotta bring that up now? I mean, is it really okay to be doing this to people just because they're criminals? Doesn't it seem a little selfish? We are Phantom Thieves on. I doubt everyone would forgive us for what we did to Madarame. Yet, I still decided that it was a necessary act. Kamoshida too. We weren't gonna do shit to him, though any kind of normal methods. That's true, but what do you think, Stan? Are we being selfish? We're helping people. There we go. I guess I can't really think of any other way. I believe our best path forward is sticking to our justice, not that of the law. Shouldn't that be enough? And with a unanimous decision rule in place, I doubt we'll lose our way. Yeah, you're right. You can manipulate unanimous decisions, though. You can manipulate people into getting that. Sorry for bringing that up. And don't worry, I'm not thinking about quitting the Phantom Thieves or anything. Just you watch, Akechi. Someday you're totally gonna see who was right. Okay, let's stop talking about this for now.
I see.
That detective, Akechi, seems to have a lot of influence on the media. It'd be dangerous to get too close to him. He may actually prove useful in some situations. God, I'm furious. Mishima, you need a break, my friend, and I think you are just a naturally stressful person. For a drink, taro boba, and for a food, chili relleno? Relleno? I feel like I'm mispronouncing that. I know what it is. Am I saying it wrong? Relleno? Chili's awesome. Super underrated food. But I'm one of those people that when I make chili or when I buy chili, I'm always go as low on the beans as possible. Maximize that meat. And you get some chips on the side. Yeah, a little cheesy, making me hungry. Last meal, my answer would piss people off. If certain politicians cease to exist, I would die happy. Last drink, Woodford Reserve on the rocks. Okay. I can't drink anything brown, unfortunately. Had a rough experience in college with Jameson, and it kind of ruined everything brown for me. I don't know how it's had this lingering effect for this many years after that, but it sucks. I can't drink it. I really would love to. Once you, like, there's something really, like, sexy and, like, cool, in my head at least, about, you know, someone that just can get a drink, like a nice whiskey on the rocks, and really, like, be able to taste it, be like, yes, I sense notes of this and that. Can't do that. I hate it so much. It makes me gag right away. Chili rellenos, a stuffed pepper. Oh, yeah. My mom used to make that when I was younger. I would just throw away the pepper though and eat the chili. You heard what Akechi said, right? How dare he declare the Phantom Thieves are criminals? I used to get chips, like nacho chips, and I would dip them in my chili pepper, or in my, well, you know what I'm saying, and scoop everything out. So I refused to eat that. But now, I've aged, and everything tastes good. How dare he declare the Phantom Thieves are criminals? As the administrator of the Phantom Aficionado website, I can't stay quiet about this. I'm gonna show Akechi how people online really feel. I'll change up the survey question tomorrow morning. Justice is with the Phantom Thieves. Keep on doing what you do best. Preach it, Mishima. #1 fan. No, I get it. Tequila and I don't get along. I feel like more people need to admit that tequila is not for them. I've seen a lot of people change their demeanor and their personality after just a little bit of a night with tequila. Gets scary. Anyways, he means the survey on the fan site, right? I guess we should be looking forward to it.
Hey!
By the way, you know that dirty gear we found in the palace? Maybe we can use it to clean it up, if we clean it up. I think there's a laundromat by the public bath. We should be able to wash it there, right? Yeah, let's do it.
What is it?
I'm keeping an eye on you. Yeah, sure thing, buddy. Chili rellenos, a pepper stuffed with rice and beet. Shit, okay, I totally forgot about that. Then my mom didn't make that. She made that minus the rice. That's what I grew up eating. So like a really modified, lame version of it. Wait, where's the laundromat?
Okay.
Damn, we got 2 things to wash. No drinking tequila. Learned that long ago. Yeah, that's the one that does it for people. 3 more items. Wait, what? Three items. Yeah, run the wash as is. I gotta say, there's few worse smelling alcohols when you are not in the mood to drink than tequila. Like when you're in the party mood, it's like, okay, yeah, I could do this. But when you get a hint of someone's breath with tequila on it, or just tequila spilled on any, nope, pass. Of course. I guess most alcohol doesn't smell all that great when you're not in the mood, though.
Oh.
This is so much cleaner than I expected. It's fine, LOL, we all make mistakes.
Let's head back.
Let's head home. Guys, speaking of alcohol, something awful happened not that long ago. So, the night before my roommates and I moved out of my old apartment and we moved in here, I have like a really tiny wine collection. It's not a lot, it's just a few bottles here and there. And a lot of them have been here for like years and years and years that I've been saving. And the one that I was the most excited for, like the one I was like super amped for, I was like, okay, this is the night. I never have, it's always like, I'm always waiting for something to happen, for something special to happen to open it for. And I end up drinking like the cheap ones in the process. So this has been waiting for me for years. I was so pumped. Me and my girlfriend, we decided to have it on the last night of this apartment to say like, as a little goodbye thing to our old place, a little celebration for the new one. And the wine, you know how certain corks, they can be damaged for whatever reason, they're just not stable. I've worked in bars. I've done tons of catering. I know how to open up a wine bottle safely. This thing just breaks off. Just something is wrong with it. Like you got a faulty cork or something. It just breaks in half. And just all this residue goes to the bottom. And we have to spend the next hour just using paper napkins as a way to sift the wine into glasses so we could actually drink it. It was so depressing and so lame. Never going to be excited for wine again. Ruined everything. Of course, tequila is my wife's favorite because, of course, it is. Well, as long as she doesn't get too crazy, right? Or maybe you like that. Maybe you like to be around people that are a little tequila crazy and fun.
The
This don't appeal to that.
Super lame.
How can anyone seriously suggest supernatural beings are stealing people's heart? Oh, how could they? What? That child is a phony. There's simply no way the Phantom Thieves exist. Unfortunately, my precious children all think they're real. And worse, that this detective is amazing. Ugh. Children are far too impressionable to see such vulgar content on TV. What's the vulgar content? Looks like people still don't think we're real.
I'm so pumped.
Corked wine is the worst. Do you have a chinois strainer? No, we don't. We had nothing to use. And actually, since we were moving, we had a strainer, but we were getting rid of a bunch of old stuff that we didn't need in the apartment, and that was one of the things we tossed. Like, it was a really fine strainer that could have potentially worked. So it was one of the casualties. So literally, we put a wine glass, then we put like thick paper, like Bounty, not Bounty, whatever brand it was, paper towels on it, and we poured the wine on top and just seeped through. It worked pretty well. Wine tasted fine. Actually, it tasted pretty damn good. Can't believe we were on TV yesterday with Akechi-kun. It was like a dream come true. I can't believe a high schooler moonlights as a detective. He's just like a detective prince. He's smart and handsome. He's almost too perfect.
Too cool.
He had front row seats. I could practically reach out and touch Akechi-kun. I was so nervous. He was really working that uniform, and without seeming like a snob, he's a natural at public speaking. I hear he's an orphan who grew up poor. Part of that makes him so amazing. He wants his last high school memory to be capturing the Phantom Thieves. This isn't a game to him.
Says who?
Wow, that's an interesting thing that you want to do as your last high school memory. Hey Rylock, how you doing, man? Greetings, fellow humans. Right back to you. Coffee filters? Yeah, the coffee filter. I don't drink coffee, and I forgot that my roommates have them, so I didn't think of the coffee filter idea. I will say, I love that he hates the media. It makes me believe that he doesn't do this for the fame. People say he's good, that he's made enemies in the police force. Oh yeah, apparently yesterday's interview was so popular they're gonna air it again tonight. How you doing today, Rylock?
I just remembered.
By the way, Rylock, I heard a knock on my door today. Part of me was paranoid. I was like, wait, who could this be? No one knows I live here yet. I've been seeing a lot of shows on TV lately about these Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Why someone would steal something like a heart, which can't be turned into money, is beyond me. If I were a Phantom Thief, I wouldn't go after hearts or works of art. I'd go after gold. The value of gold has been high since ancient times, and there has never been a more stable resource.
You.
Now then, stanza. Oh, here we go. Rylock is good, but people strangely always confuse Rylock for a weak and fragile human. This kid is Serpico? I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is when Rylock enters chat becomes better. Can you imagine how much gold has excavated by humanity over the course of history? How the hell am I supposed to know that? How much gold has been excavated by humanity over the course of history? I feel like it's not 3 Olympic-sized pools. That seems way too small. The 3 Great Pyramids of Giza? I feel like it'll be more than that too. But maybe not. Maybe I'm underestimating it. Maybe that's why it's worth so much. I have no idea what the hell 3-leg Biwas is. Also confusing for a bot. He's not a bot, and he does not like to be called a bot. The hell's a Serpico? There's a movie about it. Guys, do you guys know the answer to this? I'm completely stumped. I do not know. Let's check the network. Let's cheat. Kind of. Okay. Well, everyone else seems to think it's the 3 Olympic-sized pools. What's the question? In the entire course of human history, how much gold has been excavated? And apparently the answer is 3 Olympic-sized pools, with 87% of everyone that's played this game having picked that answer. So we're gonna go with that, because if 87% of people are wrong, I will never use this feature again. Let's do it.
Correct.
Correct. Surprisingly little, don't you think? That rare? Yeah. Damn, that is really little. Isn't that crazy, guys? Next time you watch the Olympics, or just look at those pools. 3 of them. That's all the gold that's ever been excavated ever. This is the second question in a row that's actually taught me something really cool. Very cool. Whoa, he actually knew that? No, that one I did not know. That was me using this game's whatever feature. I guess that's the benefit of being connected to online with this game. Because I always wonder, like, why does it ask me to connect to the internet? Or to the Persona network. I wonder if there's a question where a bunch of the people on the network just got wrong. Maybe people just Google these answers though, so maybe there's that. Maybe that's why so many people are right. I would have got that wrong, 100%. I thought it was the other 2. Incidentally, they say that 16% of the world's gold is in Japan? Really? What was the first thought of Tokugawa clan's buried gold? It's actually in discarded home electronics. In other words, a junkyard is so much more valuable than someone else's heart.
What did you
Wait, what? Huh? You can't measure the value of a treasure with money? That's right. Hi, I'm Rylock, and I'd like to take a minute to talk about today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. I hope one day I can be so successful that I can sell out and also promote Raid Shadow Legends. Hey, serious question, has anyone ever actually played that game? I've seen so many ads for it, and I've never even remotely thought it was interesting. But they're paying every influencer and everyone with a YouTube channel to advertise that for so long now that they have to have some good conversion rate, right? They wouldn't just keep throwing money away over and over. I don't know. Maybe people play it. I don't know. Serpico is a movie I was referencing the game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Serpico's awesome. Who's the actor that played Serpico? Oh my god, he's so awesome. Oscar-winning actor. Forgetting his name. But he's awesome. It's one of my favorites. But I suck with names. I have never once thought to even open it in the App Store. Yeah. Oh, Joe, you've played it? You've tried it? It's not terrible, but it's incredibly aggressive about selling everything. It's kind of boring. Yes, Al Pacino, that's what I was talking about. So the reason I don't want to give most phone apps, phone games a chance is because I feel like they're all just exactly what you said, Daro. Just super aggressive, like, hey, microtransaction here, microtransaction there, please buy this, please buy that. And it's like, and they always suck you in because in the beginning, you don't need to pay for anything and everything's really quick and fun. And then you hit, yeah, it just all turns to shit and then you have to buy everything. Literally The Godfather. You are correct. First Godfather, one of the best all-time movies. Man, that detective from yesterday really pissed me off. Or some kind of threat.
Let's see him do it then. If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff as the Phantom Thieves to start with. Ow!
Did you just punch him in the back of the head? Is he just being loud?
Way too
okay,
loud.
You're right. He's being way too loud.
Who cares? Everybody's talking about this stuff anyways.
The guy on the soda machines here, who does he look like? You guys get like a little Einstein vibe? Einstein meets Dr. Robotnik, Egghead vibe? The second a micro thingy pops up, it's removed from Mylock's phone. Yeah, there's... I hate it.
Be more suspicious
don't
if
like
we
it.
were whispering.
You know what's even worse though? When you get an app and you use it, and then you don't use it for a little bit, and it's like, hey, you haven't used me for like a week. What's going on? I exist, and it's like, I hate you. Please don't remind me that you exist. I don't use you because I don't want to use you. You don't need to remind me. It's the worst notifications.
Eating those things all by yourself?
Are you shaming her right now?
Give me some.
Oh, he
Sorry.
just wants her to
ate the
share.
last one.
You guys are too laid back. The police are getting involved now, you know.
What are we supposed to do?
So you think it's true? We'll be okay if we keep doing this, right?
Well, seeing as I've already seen the future in the prologue of this game, no, we're definitely not going to be okay. Some would say that we will actually be fucked.
But what
Some.
about that weird guy
Not
from
I.
Madarame's palace? Isn't there a lot we don't know?
Yeah. Guys, I'm so excited to figure out the story.
What the hell?
Like the backdrop of what's really going on in this game.
You three seem to be having so much fun. I'm a little...
Did she just snap a photo of us?
Snooping on us again?
Can she just become our friend?
You said before.
I don't like this relationship we have there.
Why do you think I'm here to question you?
Well, you creeping and you following us everywhere, so you answer
Could
that
it
question.
be that you're hiding something?
Ooh, that cup of noodles on that table looks real good right now, guys.
My ears are always open to the troubles
That's when I know
of
I'm
my
getting
peers,
hungry.
you know?
And a cup of noodles sounds amazing.
You're really that hungry for a good letter of recommendation? Of course you are.
Yeah.
Nobody would take on your annoying job if they weren't.
Oof.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oof. I might have helped someone who got the sponsorship get their needed player account to cash in on it. Duolingo in a nutshell. Yeah, Duolingo is one of the worst perpetrators for that crime. Like, they're like, hey, you haven't learned a new language in 2 days. What's wrong with you, asshole? It's like, Duolingo, please, stop bullying me. There's a bunch of funny memes about Duolingo, though. When Rylock is around, everyone is fucked. Yeah, equal opportunity. It's fair. Phone games are changing a bit. Square just introduced an episodic game for mobile. It's gonna drop next year. That's gonna be all of the Final Fantasy VII story? Really? Good for Square.
You're student council president, right? Wouldn't you have known about Kamoshida?
Of course not. He honestly was a good teacher until that day.
Wow.
Oh, but you
Wow.
always take the teacher's side. That's what a good council president does, right?
Didn't council presidents at all of your schools just basically run on the platform of giving us like giving the students an extra pizza day or something like that?
Then how about you? What did you do for your friend? You were much
Student
closer
council
to her than
presidents
I
never
was.
had any real power.
So how did you help?
Not in my school.
There wasn't any way to help. By myself, I couldn't do anything for her.
Damn.
There's no need to shout.
Struck a chord.
If those Phantom Thieves are out there helping people, I'd root for them, no questions asked. Gotta be more dependable than some people I know.
Yeah. Preach it.
Just make sure you show up to your classes, all right?
That's her.
You know
That's
what
her
I
line
asked
as she walks
earlier?
away. Oh yeah, well,
We'll be okay if we keep this
make sure
up.
you go to your classes. She leaves.
Take it back. I'd be ashamed to let it end now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's about time we find our next target too.
They're huge in Asia, and that's their original core audience. Yeah, I bet they are. A lot of mobile games in Asia are treated completely differently. Like here, the culture in the US is, oh, pay to play, you know, it's lame. Whereas I read pumping money into a game is not frowned upon. You know, people buy gold in games all the time in China, for example, and that's totally normal. It's not considered, it's not looked down upon like it is here amongst the player base. So I could see mobile games, the pay to play games, doing a lot better in countries like that. If only I could. Damn, that's sad. Poor girl. That's why I want to be friends with her. Like, we could help you.
Comments are coming in at an alarming rate. However, negative ones seem
Wow,
to be more
that shirt.
prominent.
I ran for class president on anti-bullying platform in 1994. Did you win? Or did the guy or the girl who ran on a free pizza day once a month, did that guy win? Good for you. Anti-bullying was, man, I went to high school way after you, but that was still not a thing. I feel like bullying has just become more of an issue in the last few years, at least in the mainstream. Make Rylock Your next target, Rylock, requires a change of heart. I'm gonna try to do that. What's your vice, Rylock? What's your big crime against humanity?
Huh.
What makes you a deviant? Outside of arson, of course. A criminal group with unknown goals that does whatever it wants in the name of justice, huh?
It's probably because of Akechi. TV's got some crazy sway.
This is a high school student. How does he have all this power?
Our actions, but being cursed by his influence is another thing entirely.
Just when we were starting to get people to believe in us, too.
Yeah.
All we gotta do is take down another hotshot, yeah?
Yes.
Well,
seems like it
do you
could
have
work.
any ideas who this next hot shot could be?
Yeah, how about
I
some
ain't got a
dictator?
thing yet. Damn it, this is real irritating.
Find one of those.
By the way, what's up with that luggage?
Oh, I decided to leave the school dorms.
Oh? Where you moving,
Only
buddy?
Filthy, but too noisy as well. No true art could come from such a place.
Yeah, a guy like Yusuke would not survive in dorms for very long.
What are you gonna do then? You can't go back to that shack, right?
Nope.
I was planning on staying at Takamaki-san's, aunt's house.
What? Wait, what? Does she know about this?
I've even prepared a thank you gift. I hope it's to your parents' liking.
Seriously?
What? There's no way that's gonna happen.
He's joking, right?
Impossible.
You're the impossible one.
Is this guy crazy?
I spent everything I had on these delectable Japanese sweets.
Okay, maybe that'll work.
That's not the issue here. Seriously, though, what are we gonna do about him?
Are you gonna ask her to move in like that? There's no way her parents are cool with this. Just sleep here. Oh, brutal. What about Ryuji's place? What about a manga cafe? What the hell's a manga cafe? Rylock's biggest crime definitely wasn't Pearl Harbor. I mean, what? Yeah. Okay. You know, we all make mistakes, Rylock. I hope you've learned from yours. I definitely didn't. It was 1994. Sorry, Joe. I don't know what the hell a manga cafe is. Let's ask about Ryuji.
It's way too small. Plus, my folks had never agreed to it.
Well, seeing as Yusuke is an important member of our team, I'll lend a hand.
You.
Come stay at our place. It's dirty, but at least you'll have somewhere to sleep.
What? He barely wants us to be there. How is he gonna move in with me?
Why are you the one calling the shots?
Yeah, you're a cat.
Don't you two live in a cafe? I've been wondering about that for a while.
No one's ever asked the question here.
Yonken's not too far, is it?
Nope. And the cafe's only a minute walk from the station.
How about we go there now? We can have a party to celebrate Madarame's change of heart.
Party?
Oh, good idea. We can make it a welcome party for Yusuke, too.
This is probably gonna be the last thing I do for the night, guys. So if you know any cool people that we could raid, in case none of my people that I follow are online, please let me know in chat. It'd be cool to raid someone. Because I couldn't do that yesterday because I didn't know who.
Alright, it's decided.
Rylock never learns. Do any of us though, Rylock? Do any of us? It's like a bookstore with private rooms you could sleep in? A manga cafe? Is a bookstore with private rooms you can sleep in? That sounds awesome. Like seriously, that sounds awesome. I love bookstores. But I don't associate them with sleep. Thanks, Japan. He's a cat. Yeah. I'm not quite sure yet. I'm starting to lean in on the whole, I think Morgana is actually maybe a cat, after all, and not a human. Rylock has a raidable guy? Cool. Yeah, is he a strong, what was I saying? Is he a small streamer? Let's throw him some love. Someone recommended that I raid someone huge the other day. It's like, this guy has like 20,000 people watching him. I don't know if he needs my help right now. Sarah K is on. Oatmean Man 2287. What does Oatmean Man stream? What does he do?
By the way, I prefer sleeping
so
on
I know
futon.
what I'm getting into. I kind of flabbergasted that this is happening. How are we gonna convince that? Yeah, I can't wait for this conversation. This is gonna be weird. So, yeah, we're having someone move in with us. Oatmeal Man?
So outdated. Can't say I hate it though.
People refer to that as retro.
Retro?
Who are they?
Oh god. He's not gonna be happy about this.
A girl, too?
Now he might.
This guy has really helped us a lot lately.
This guy's like, oh crap, trouble.
I bet you're the ones doing all the helping.
Sojiro.
No, really, he's been great.
Huh. Sit down. This round will be on the house.
Coffee or
You are
beer?
helping now.
I don't know. I don't think he has beer. Oh, he's putting me to work though.
It's delicious.
Indeed. There's
A
great depth
to its acidity.
Oh yeah.
Oatmeal
I
Man
remember
2287. He's playing Final
now. I
Fantasy.
think I've seen LeBlanc mentioned in a magazine before.
That was a long time ago.
And he has
For real?
the Rylock, the
Give me
Jester
this.
seal of approval. Ooh. Blech. Yeah, I didn't think he'd like it. He's not the type. I'm not the type either. I'd be there with water. I'd be like, can I have some tea, please?
This has got to be cruel and unusual punishment.
I didn't drink coffee when I was a kid either. These are your friends, yeah? Go on and take them up to your room. No need to stay down here.
Ooh, I want to see.
Yeah.
It's only an attic.
Oh man, that bitter taste just won't leave my mouth.
Thank you
Too
very
bad.
much for the drink.
Up these stairs. Oh, and thanks for the soda.
Thanks for the recommendations, by the way, guys. If none of the people that I follow are on, then we will throw the raid to one of those guys' directions.
On to Kamaki.
He's playing 13, not 7. Oh, well, most every small streamer Rylock funds gets the Rylock seal of approval. Well, that's awesome then.
Anchan, huh? It's a nice name.
A little young for you there, Sojiro. Oh god, he's going for it. He's making his move.
Never have either.
Hey, you gotta get up here. This place is freaking insane.
Freaking insane.
Go on.
Oh, right. Thank you for the coffee.
So this is basically happening just because I brought on here.
I had to leave the Mona bag down here.
Wait, whose bag is that? Is that one of ours?
Sweet girl.
What do you think of this room? I don't know where to begin.
It seems quite ordinary to me.
Really? There's nothing ordinary about this room, man.
For real?
I mean, there's a plant, an old TV, and nothing else. There's a workbench in which I could only make lockpicks on.
See? Ain't this crazy?
It's cleaner than I thought it would be.
What?
Well, sit
Coffee Man
wherever you
sketch? Sit wherever you'd like. Yeah, do we have much seating? Oh, we do. We have a little love
We're
seat.
all over the news.
If you want to call it that.
Even those who previously believed in us have been influenced by the comments made on TV.
This is all that effing Akechi's fault.
Effing Akechi.
Keep it down. We don't want anyone hearing us.
At this rate, we're just going to worry everyone instead of give them courage.
Yeah,
we need
we
to find a way
suck.
to make our rightfulness known to society.
Something's up with him. There's a lot. There's so much backstory with him. I am so excited to figure that out, to dive into that. An kind of looks like Alice in Wonderland right now from that angle. Little blonde hair and the dress.
Yes. First, we need to search for a candidate.
Candidate, eh?
It's not like we're just gonna stumble upon some important target, though. You guys don't know anyone, do you?
I don't.
Me neither.
What do you think, leader?
Alright. What about Mishima's site? What about the news? Let's sleep on it. Let's help Mishima out and go with that.
Hasn't been anything good out there lately, though.
Fun fact, the colors in your background are the same colors of Rylak's anime jester profile picture. This is true. Do you like the colors, Rylak? I might try different colors, by the way. But this is the first time I've tried actually doing something with it. So hopefully it makes the stream look a little nicer.
Talks about the big targets on there.
Then again, I am like a small box on your screen, so maybe you can barely notice.
Damn it. Never gonna prove Akechi wrong at this rate.
Rylak likes the colors. Well, I'm glad I got that approval, man. Thanks.
What the?
Sorry. I haven't eaten anything since yesterday.
And you spent all your money on that box of sweets?
This is a bad decision, man.
Dude,
can we eat it now?
Anyway, we'll just have to sit tight until we can find another target. So...
You know, I thought he was a smart man, but he's making some bad decisions. You're a small box on a small screen. Good. You'll never really see what I look like then. Just this blur on camera. How about that welcome party?
Someone's excited?
I think I found something. Isn't that a portable stove? Can't we make a hot pot on it?
Hot pot?
That sounds great. I've heard that eating hot pot together brings people closer.
Hot pot's awesome.
Anything with meat's fine by me.
I only ask that we finish it off with porridge. Extra parsley, of course.
You making demands here, man?
So, what do you say?
We'll finish it with udon. Yeah.
What?
What? My ass? You don't have any cash.
I could afford it.
Come on.
Believe in me.
Ingredients.
Well, I'll need
Is udon that expensive?
wonton wrappers and...
That they would be that shocked?
We'll take care of the shopping. Could you borrow a pot from downstairs while we're out? We can split the
Yeah.
cost later.
This is gonna end up being so much. It makes me broke. Like, no. Why did I agree to this?
Welcome party is going to turn out quite lively. We should
Quite
go grab
lively
that
indeed.
pot and set up the portable stove too.
Sweet. Come back here anytime.
We'll just have to wait for now.
It's incoming on. Oh. I guess now we wait. The suspense is seriously killing me. What should I do? Maybe it wouldn't hurt to at least ask. No, but then Lady Yon seems depressed. Oh, I did bring Morgana. Of course I did. I bring Morgana everywhere. I should be able to invite her out with my current kindness. Oh, some kindness. Fine, seriously, besides, I wouldn't want to trouble you. So this was kindness, it wasn't charm, huh? Unless that's the same. Or is it? Tell me about your problems. I want you to rely on me. Okay. I guess it wouldn't be so bad talking to you about this stuff. The truth is, there's something I want to tell you. Yes? Do you have a crush on me? So what do you think? Wishful thinking, guys. Just wishful thinking. Will you spend some time with her? Yeah. Dumb question. Of course. I'm gonna take a walk while you're busy with her. Let me know when you're... Wow. Never thought that would happen. Sure. Something I want to talk to you about, Stan. It's Shio. Oh, Shio. I wonder how she is. I went to the visit in the hospital. She said she was sorry. Hey, she's recovered. Sorry for not telling me about Kamoshida, about all the things he was doing to her. But it was my fault too. I didn't realize how much trouble she was in. I wasn't there for her. So I apologize as well. Are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I finally got to tell her everything I couldn't bring myself to say before.
Hey.
Sometimes all you need is a little tragedy between friends to really, or a scare, to remind you how special someone is. Remember how Kamoshida threatened to take Shio off the team if I didn't sleep with her? I'd only agreed to it, so that it wouldn't ruin Shio's dreams. But now that I think about it, he never would have put her on the bench and cost his team games. I seriously should have dared him to try and take her starting spot, but in the end, maybe I just didn't believe in her ability. You can't blame yourself.
Oh.
You think so? Yeah. Because it all happened because I was weak. That's why I believe Kamoshida's authority outweighed Shio's own ability to earn her starting spot. I don't know. I feel like you probably shouldn't agree to sleep with him, but I think you're still kind of right there. Stan, do you remember the last time I talked to you like this? When I got that phone call from Kamoshida and cried? I felt so alone, scared even. But because you were there for me, I decided not to go. I was a little surprised at how pushy you were about it, but I see now you just wanted to help. Thanks. I couldn't just ignore you. You're so kind. Back then, people used to call me all sorts of names. Prissy bitch, Kamoshida's girl. I got tired of it pretty quickly. Yeah, those nicknames sucked. But to tell you the truth, someday I want to be able to take labels like that in stride. Hey, personas are the power of the heart, right? That means if my persona gets stronger, that if my heart gets stronger, my persona will too. So, I want to strengthen my heart, and I want to use that strength and help the people around me. Hope we can save people from trouble, just like we did when we changed Kamoshida's heart. Though, honestly, I don't even know what strong is, but I'm going to find the answer, I promise. Let's find it together. Aww. Really? Thanks, I feel a little stronger already. Giggle. I guess that doesn't really count though, huh? Yeah, it probably does, it's all mental. Relying on you, let's train together and make our hearts super strong. Sense a heightened motivation for man. Ooh, motivation. Girl talk, chance to step in after shadow negotiations. Oh, retry after shadow negotiations, cool. Now that seems like a passive ability that I won't have to use. Strong heart, huh?
Oh yeah.
How about this? I won't get any refill on fountain drinks. I mean, they're free, so not getting any would mean you have a strong heart. I don't know about that. Is that not right?
Bye.
See you later. Cool. Well, that was something. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you do, please consider watching me live on twitch.tv/LifeWithStan. Come watch the stream, feel free to hang out and chat. Totally encourage backseat gaming because this game is very long and there's a lot to do. So any advice and tips are really appreciated. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you in the next one.